know, Jerry, what it is. Happy Friday, motherfuckers.
That's right, Troy. What's up, baby? Have a good
doing?
weekend coming up, man. I'm stoked about tonight. Good to see you, man. Dig the shirt.
Hey, like this? It's
Fucking love that.
It's an old Woot shirt. It's a TV reference. It's just like the death of RF or something. I forget what it is. But
Just at the top half, remind me of the Punisher is what I was thinking you were. But
that's what I liked about it. I liked that it was like kind of skull crossbones, rainbowy with like TV ref. It's like not like I'm a pirate, but it's also I'm a pirate. You know, it's like
totally
digital piracy
and a skeleton all in one.
Right?
Fucking dope, man. I dig it.
Jerry.
Man,
I think we need to. Oh wait, we got a problem. We need to answer this right away. Emily's got a problem. He managed to get his sticky brick runt in his carry-all cavity. Looking for advice. Did you sand down the corners of your runt beforehand?
Yeah, there's a good prep to do, you know.
Yeah, like you want to maybe choose a junior next time. Is it disassembled by chance? Because if it's disassembled, you might be in luck. If not, you're probably gonna have to swallow some beaver, so the beaver can eat the sticky brick. You know the old lady that swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. She swallowed the fly she swallowed the spider to catch the fly. You know, it's that old thing. You gotta progress down the next chorus and the verse to figure out what you need to swallow to solve your sticky brick problem. I think that's what's up.
That's fucking brilliant, man. I love it.
Thanks, Emily. If anyone else has more, oh shit! That comment was so long ago that I can't hide it now, Jerry.
What do you mean?
Sticky brick butter. That's probably the best bet. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny from Sticky Brick Labs is the true professional and probably the only source of information you should really accept for when it comes to taking advice when you get your sticky brick stuck in your anus. So yeah, thanks, Kenny.
True that. Although the flip brick is best for that kind of weirdness.
That's true.
You know, it's much smaller. Hey, we need our overlays too.
Oh yeah, thanks, buddy.
Forgot about that. Sorry.
That's a good point because now we can point out that Stash has a new logo.
Yes, they do. Check it out and get used to it. It's pretty dope, man. I like it.
Nice job, Stash. Stash is our first sponsor of the show. I'm going to start out with a dab. I'm going to do a little dab.
That sounds like a great idea. I'll join you. Let's do a dab, guys, in the chat. I know you're up for it.
I'm going to use rosin and CBD for this dab. I'm going to start with my 710 Labs rosin. There's a piece of weed in my rosin. Oh man, that's embarrassing.
What happens for you when you add the CBD?
It makes me sleepy.
We're going for that right now, huh?
I probably shouldn't. It reduces my anxiety. It makes me feel more calm and collect, but not enough anymore. Like CBD doesn't do my anxiety justice lately.
Really?
Yeah, lately.
So are you not using it much then because it just isn't doing it?
This is CBD isolate, Jerry. You want to see this? Yeah.
Ooh, dang.
It's an eighth of CBD isolate.
An eighth?
Yeah.
An eighth of an ounce?
Yep.
Like 3.5 grams?
3.5 grams.
Damn. Oh, that's a lot. I haven't seen that much before.
It's an 8-ball.
Love it.
Literally.
So you're putting how much? So you're putting that in plus your.
Here's my dab.
There you go.
My finger is a fucking catastrophe right now. But yeah, if you look at the, whoops, that's the wrong one.
Dude, mine's nice and clean on the side.
Lots of shit in there. Oh yeah, look at your banger's all clean. All right, Jerry.
You ready?
Yeah, started. Happy Friday.
Cheers, chat.
Jerry, think tank. Tonight we're talking about Brick Labs for our first half, and for the second half we're gonna do a little Vape 101 type topic, talking flavor versus clouds, how they're related, how they're different. Some vapes are better for others, but let's finish this dab. Holy fucking balls.
Fuck yeah, man. Oh, that tasted great. That's my first dab off of this. I haven't had that stuff yet. Oh, nice.
So when you were excited to show off, that you didn't show off?
Oh, the goodies, you mean? This one won't fall out, but that's what I'm hitting right now. There you go. There's a good shot of it. Nice little chunk of that. As Troy goes crazy and turns red. I love it. Man, I love this thing, dude. I broke it out again this week after hitting the other E-rigs, and I'm telling you, man, the level of hit off of this compared to the E-rigs is insane. Like when my wife and I get used to the E-rigs, and then she really needs something strong, I pull this out, and now it's gotten to the point when I pull that out, and she goes, "Oh, the Rio, that's another level. We're not doing E-rigs right now, man." So, fuck yeah.
Hey, Carrots, can you save that clip for me? So the next time we're talking little E-rigs and Jerry's stroking them and loving them, I can be like, "Hey, Jerry, remember when you said this about the Rio?"
Yeah. You need to have that on instant pull up.
We'll just upload that to StreamYard, have that in the clips.
That would be some awesome. We got to come up with you can come up with all kinds of clips like that and fuck with this, man. That'd be great.
It's the same thing for me, though. Like, it's a scale of perspective.
Well, and it's where you're coming from, and then where you are at the moment. Look, man. I mean, I'm telling you now, man. The path of a vaporist is like life, man. It is not constant. It's always changing. And I mean, I started as a low temp vaporist, gradually escalated to a high temp, then started getting really crazy fucking density high temp chasing, and now I'm back down to okay comfort, whether that's flavor or less density or whatever, whether it's a lower temp. I've got all different things I'm angling, but we're always swinging around somewhere on that pendulum. And the same thing with dabs, you know. I mean, sometimes there was a couple of weeks where it was nothing but the Rio, and then I just felt like I wanted to step back a little bit and take a step back and do my E-rigs, and then you just kind of come back and forth all the time. At least I do, and it's nice to have a collection that allows you to do that. I think you're on mute, buddy, but don't worry, we're looking for the boom.
I totally missed that one. Like it went on the floor. There's a good dozen Q-tips on the floor around that can right now. Need to clean that shit up, Jerry.
Got some Matumbos down there, man. That's probably on.
Need a bigger trash can for the Q-tips.
I think I had packed this thing too. Hey, listen. We got an announcement too. Shall we go ahead and
yes?
Shall we give away this Gold Volcano, man? I just want to show you real quick what you're getting before we tell you who you are. This right here, man. 20th anniversary edition, gold-plated Volcano.
Signed.
Yeah, I mean, they're limited editions anyhow. Yours is going to be better than mine. Yours is going to say M Stores and J Bickle over here. Did I get that right? I think so. And you're going to have signatures right here with yours, hand side. Only 7 of them in the world. We got one for you. I'm going to chase your ass down. And anyhow, I want to appreciate, say thanks to everybody who entered, man. You guys,
wait, who won?
We had you go into email and Instagram, and I appreciate it. We got a lot of you guys entering. Thank you. The winner on Instagram goes by Jay Garnica.
Jay Garnica,
man. So Jay Garnica, congratulations, dude. You're going to love this thing. We're going to reach out to you on Instagram, and we'll ask you for your shipping info. I'll forward that to Planet of the Vapes. They'll get that thing out. We can cover that over the weekend and get it out on Monday for you, man. We'll get that going. So it's just sitting there waiting to go, man. So as soon as you hear from us, reach back out. Give us your shipping info.
That's radass. Congratulations to that winner. And Jerry, you mentioned not so much Troy and Jerry related, that 420 Vape Zone was supposed to give one away too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do the exact same method that you did for the Troy and Jerry show. So follow 420 Vape Zone on Instagram and jump on the 420 Vape Zone email list. And I'll give mine away next week. And then we'll get it all fucking done. Oh, you
That'd be great, man. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get the other one going.
I thought you were frozen panic. Like,
Well, it's worked. I am freezing occasion, but it seems to be freezing when you're talking. So I just got to come back and figure out what the hell you said. But no, I caught up there.
Okay.
If it does it a couple more times.
Yeah, you just froze for me again. Is Jerry freezing for you guys in the stream, or am I freezing for anybody in the stream? Is it? Can anybody help? Can anybody in the chat help with diagnosing what's going on? Jerry is frozen. Okay, it's Jerry.
Yeah, I think it's me. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't do anything in the show. I'll be right back.
Do you want to build a snowman? Have you ever seen the Frozen movie, Jerry? Let's take a poll in the chat. We got 190 people in here. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down whether Jerry has seen the Frozen movie. I don't think he has. I haven't seen it. I don't think he's seen it. I don't. But I'll bet. I'll bet that he hasn't. Oh. Troy, freestyle? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not feeling super rhymey right now in terms of busting rhymes and free flowing. Although I did fucking rhyme earlier, like right before we went live with the show. Like I did a little rhyme to kick off the show before I hit record. I don't remember what it was though. I agree with all the thumbs downs. I agree with all the thumbs downs.
On what?
Wouldn't you like to know? Your internet wasn't capable of it. Jerry, I asked the question, and I asked if you've seen the Frozen movie.
If I've seen it?
Yeah, everyone says that you haven't, and I agree with them.
Oh, which one is it? The first one or the second one?
There's two?
Aren't there two Frozens now?
Shit.
I've seen the first one. I've seen the first one. I saw it once. That was all I needed.
Okay, so you have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I was wrong.
Dude, remember, man, I got 3 grown kids. So if there was some kind of fucking animation done in the last 25 years, I had a front row seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Frozen was just like a couple years ago.
Frozen 2 was, I think, a couple of years ago or a year ago. The first Frozen was longer than that. It was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I think.
Okay, which to me is still...
So that just means I had a 16-year-old girl at the time. You get me?
Okay. I mean, my kids have seen it probably dozens of times, and I always avoided it. I managed to avoid it. I heard all the songs, like I heard my kids and all my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and work and coworkers and all that shit singing that shit. So I didn't have to see the movie. I didn't have to. I already knew all the songs.
There's a whole movie behind the songs, man. They string them together with a little bit of plot, a lot of cool little animations. But I hear you, man. The songs got killed. They got
Like
killed.
Grease?
Yeah, like Grease. It's like Grease a little bit, man. So you've seen something like that before. That's very good.
Classic.
Fucking great, man.
I don't know
Well,
if
sweet.
I-
So I'm back. I think my internet stuff is going to be fine. Jay Garnica won a fucking volcano that I'm going to have to chase him down and beat him up for. And we're going to talk about sticky bricks, man. So that's a good first 20 minutes. Fucking around with my internet.
Sticky bricks. I was supposed to have my sticky brick video launched today, but I just haven't finished the polish on the reloaded. Some reloaded videos are harder than others.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm doing these reloaded videos on 420 Vape Zone where I'm taking, because I made like more than 150 videos, Jerry.
You were jacked up, bro.
From the 2 channels. So I got a bunch of videos that are still relevant. I need to just upload them, but I want to freshen them up a little bit. But my sticky brick one was from my first channel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was that long ago, but yeah, it was. So my sticky brick video was from like 2017, 2018. It's real old, and it's out of date. And I want to freshen it up.
You got to do some of them. So at least some of them need to be kind of classic. Like every now and then I want to see the old intro. You know what I mean?
Totally.
That'll be a lot of fun.
The old intro.
Ah.
The first one with the beeps and the boop, 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 and the fog or
you can do them all, man. I mean, you've had what, like 3 or 4 different ones, right?
Yeah, I had a couple.
That's what I'm talking about. Hit them up, man. Hit them up. I'm gonna hit this brick.
I'm gonna hit a brick too, and I've been actually practicing on my OG brick, my modern cannabis sticky brick OG in leopard wood. Isn't this thing gorgeous, Jerry?
Dude, I love that thing.
And it has these handsome fellas on it.
Right? That dude on the left. Nice.
I love the way the grains come together on the bottom.
Yeah.
So this is the OG sticky brick with a straight flame intake. Here's how it comes apart. If I can pop this thing up like this. So it twists apart like that. So when you twist it apart, it's held together by magnets. And then when this part twists, whoop, another magnetic closure. You have the bowl in there. So now the bowl is held upright. So that's why these other magnets are in here. So when you open it up like this, you can set it down and access your bowl. Here's my Brilliant Cut grinder. Shout out Brilliant Cut, another sponsor of the show. This is the large Brilliant Cut in gold and amethyst. Pimpin'. I lost my little scooper though, Jerry.
Fucker is pimping, man. I love that thing. Dunk. Dunk.
There you go. Put a little herb in there. Clean it up. Scoop it back into the bowl. You know, sometimes doesn't always go exactly where it's supposed to go, but you can just jostle it around. All right. So let's do some sticky bricking.
Love it, man. Nice job.
Which one are you hitting first?
I'm going OG as well, man.
Yours is the OG though, with the hole in the middle. Hole.
Yeah. Back in the day, hole in the middle. Got the magnet right here and then the hole there. And otherwise, though, same shit, right? Big fat ass dope mouthpiece, nice long intake, brand there. This is one of the older ones that had a brand here too, but otherwise, it's the same stuff. You pull it apart and got the little connector there and the same bowl. So, yeah, dude, it's funny. A lot of my OG vapes, you can tell, are really this, that, and the other. That's what I love about bricks, man, is they've been doing it the same for a long time. Very little, need to change it, so to speak. So the OG still looks like an OG, even if you bought a brand new one today. You know what I mean? So I think that's dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So the sticky bricks, they're butane powered vapes. They're battery free. And there's a few vapes that are battery free. And a lot of what we're going to talk about later with clouds versus flavor, butane is going to be a key element in that discussion. So in terms of butane vapes, like how Jerry just hit his, and I should have narrated while he was actually hitting it. We didn't blow any vapor. Did you get a hit?
No, I just took the restrictor disc out of this, and so I'm backing way out and finding my sweet spot.
You're retraining yourself.
I'm going safe. Yeah.
How long did you have the restrictor disc in? Because I remember you just put it in like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I had it in the runt, which is what I usually use before I started using this, for a good couple of months. And then I had it in here a few weeks ago. So most of my time in the last several months has been with that thing as I tried to play around with it. So now I'm going back and I'm a little wary of burning. So I'm going to slowly get into it.
Okay. I don't have the restrictor disc in mine, and I actually wanted to put it in just to have one for the experience. Maybe it isn't here. I think it is, but I wanted to spend some time this week with the triple flame torch. So here's what the hole looks like. The restrictor disc is like a little rivet type piece of metal that goes on there. It's like a collared piece of hardware, stainless steel, that acts as a heat sink and a flame blocker. The sticky brick works by pointing your flame into the hole. It doesn't need to be direct. It can be at an angle. It can be directly down the hole. It can be across the thing. You're not heating up the glass to vaporize. Like I've seen people make videos where they heat up the glass like when you're heating
really?
flame
No
in
kidding.
this. Like that's not how you do it. Don't do that, please. But the sticky brick uses the heat from the butane torch. And with these butane torches, and this is something that's carried over from like stoner lore, like the anti-Bic lighter thing. You know, everybody uses hemp wick to smoke their bongs because your Bic lighter, not this, your old school flicky lighter.
Flint, yeah.
Yeah. For one, the butane in that and those shitty lighters is really, really cheap and not purified. Two, that style of flame lighter is relatively inefficient. Combine the inefficient flame with shitty butane, and you have a device in a Bic lighter that you really don't want to inhale the exhaust from. These lighters, when you put these lighters in your hand and you fill them with refined butane that you buy at the smoke shop, butane that's been filtered 11,000 times or whatever, and it has like very, 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 very low percentage of impurities, combined with a torch lighter, these lighters burn efficiently. And the exhaust from these doesn't really contain butane or other harmful things. It actually contains water vapor. So the exhaust from these flames, and this is what happens, and I get a lot of questions from my sticky brick content, is people don't want to inhale butane flames or butane exhaust. And I really don't think that if you're doing it right, if you have the right torch and you have the right butane and you're using the right technique, I think you're very, very, very low risk compared to smoking or riding a bike.
No, I agree, man. That the butane out of these being a problem is one of those things that just circles around on the internet every couple of years, it seems like. And it seems like, you know, you can almost see it coming like the wind, you know, up here it comes. Oh yeah, somebody's talking about butane being a problem again. Okay, I remember this one. You know what I mean? It's like the water vapor, that's not an issue. You know what I mean? So we're good with these things. And I think that was well said, buddy.
People like to hate.
Well, people don't know. And when you don't know, you take what little you got figured out, what two facts you think you know, and start drawing in the gaps. And
which two delusions you mean?
Yeah, you know, and so
which delusions can I most rely on without my friends calling me idiot?
It's just what we do, man. It's what we do. We make shit up all the time. So
it is, man. I hate that though. I hate that. Like I've recognized it before. Like I've seen people admit to not knowing only to later say they know, like to a different person. Like it depends in context and who's in the room and, you know, what type of executive meeting you're in. And people are just loose with facts and science sometimes. And I don't think humans should be that way. Like when it comes to sharing information, you know, sharing headlines. Like I think that's a toxic flaw of humanity. And it may be extreme to call it a toxic flaw, but it's how misinformation gets spread. It's the same little blurry area of decision making and ego that spreads misinformation as fact. Just because Joe Blow is fucking angry when he's saying why he doesn't use a sticky brick because it's fucking inhaling butane. Whoa, that guy is serious. He must have read his shit. No, he's just passionate hater. You know, like just because he's angry and persistent doesn't mean he's accurate.
True that, man.
When you try to find accurate scientific information, you won't find a whole lot of harmful things to stack up against these butane torches and these bricks. You won't do it.
Nah, it's all those rumors. What was that?
I said, send me a link.
Yeah. Because I mean, if it is true, we want to know. But
yeah, don't fucking type a paragraph of what your knowledge is in the comments either. Share links, share citations. I'm not looking to get preached upon by your credentials either. Okay, I'm looking for fucking facts. I'm gonna vape this now, Jerry. Hopefully I vape it, not combust
All
it.
right, man. Beat it up. I think I'm pretty much done with this bowl. I might have another hit or two.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell you a
want to.
secret. I'm a lot better with the bent intake than the straight intake.
Are you?
Yeah, and
Why is that?
I think the bent intake is easier, and it's just the one that I always used.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I used the OG brick, I used to always switch them. Like I would flip flop the flame intake, the bent intake to the OG because I just liked it better.
That's
And
funny.
after talking to Kenny so much, and he prefers the straight one,
Uh-huh.
and after listening to his reasoning, I want to get better with the straight, and I want to learn to like it more because it makes sense that it's actually more capable of a faster, thicker, harder, more thorough, tasty hit.
I just find it more forgiving.
You find the straight more forgiving.
Yeah, I just have more distance. I mean, I have to come straight down on it to quickly overwhelm it. If I'm coming at any kind of an angle, it doesn't. I don't know. I combust a whole lot less with this, and I can get what I'm looking for out of it with it. And maybe it's just because that's what I learned on, and I never practiced the little bent ones enough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not real sure. What kind you got there, man?
This is a scorched torch.
Scorched torch.
This is what I've had. So I bought not this specific lighter, but this same model like 7 years ago, before I was even using butane vapes. Like I had one of these little torches, and it worked for the longest ass time. And then finally it got to the point where like the clicker would only light if I slowly pushed it down.
Mm-hmm.
So now my wife has it. But yeah, this scorched torch has been
You can give her the beat up one.
like the longest living torch I've ever had. And like I said, but the first one still works, but it only lights if you go real slow, like with the push down. Like this one, like now it lights every fucking time.
It's pretty cool looking. I like the shape to it.
And it was like $11 on Amazon.
That's it. Nice.
And it fits in the pocket. It's nice. I'm gonna vape now, Jerry. So narrate while I don't combust here.
Yeah, so here comes that scorched torch. He's coming at it. See the distance there between him and like the bright part of the flame. Nice. He's not totally straight out. You got that thing turned way up too. Are you? I think you're probably kissing with the flame there. It's hard to tell from this distance, but watch his little mouthpiece cloud up there when it gets it. There you go.
It's hard to see the full length of the flame with the studio lights, but yeah, it is turned on. The flame's
It's long as shit. Yeah,
it's like almost the length of the lighter, the flame.
Well, I couldn't tell until you went to use it. Like it looked shorter until you went to use it, and you were so far away. Yeah, look at that.
This is like it
That
stays
big.
I like the bigger flames, and I think it's overlap from the Dynavap because I use these same torches day in day out with my Dynavaps, and with the Dynavap I like my single torch flame to be bigger. Like I like a big flame. I get a better, like not quite triple flame, but wider than the diameter of the Dynavap tip. Like that's important to me. Like I want my flame to hit the tip and to wrap around it. Like I want to be able to like.
Oh, so you do torch it up, right on.
I do torch the fuck out of it. Yeah, when I'm torching my Dynavap. But I still prefer a single torch. Like if I go triple, it's too much and I can't get as precise. Like I want to be able to like heat below the bowl and let the metal carry the heat before I start torching the herb and the Dynavap. We should do an advanced heating techniques where we just fucking hardcore geek out about Dynavap torching.
That'd be fun, man.
You can do the same thing for sticky bricks.
I want to heat one up with a flux heater. What was that thing called? The flux heater? The
one that we used to paint the Azuriums?
Yeah, the Flux Master. Could you heat a cap with that? It might take forever.
I don't know. I would assume.
I don't know either, man. Well, I'll tell you what I dig about bricks is you got a big ass fucking bowl. I don't even know what the max is in it, but it's a big ass fucking bowl, so you can really load it up. You got a torch as a heater, so your heat source is, I mean, it's not unlimited, but it's the top is just ridiculous. So you really you can't, you'll never need more energy than that. So the torch gives you everything you need, and you really can't get huge desktop rips from your little fucking portable that you can walk around with. You got to get good at it, and you know, it might take you a couple nights. But you know what's funny? Every time I say that, and then I give it to somebody to use, half the time they pick it up and nail it the first fucking time. So I don't know. Some people just jump right on it, some don't.
Yeah, it is. It has the unicycle factor. I'll give it that. Like, I know lately I've been talking shit about the unicycle factor, but the sticky brick is a unicycle vape that's pretty easy to pick up. It's pretty easy to pick up. It compared to like the Lotus or the Vape Man, you know, other butane vapes are a chore. This one is a 1-to-1 experience. Whereas the Lotus, you start heating it, you know, and you do this thing, and then you start hitting it, and then you keep hitting it, but while you're hitting it, and then you take the heat away, and you keep hitting it. It's fucking complicated with all these different overlapping steps. Dynavap, you heat it up, you know. When you smoke weed, you light and you inhale.
Pretty much.
So with the sticky brick, it has that familiar light inhale experience, but rather than lighting your weed, you're just using the heat from the flame, you know. So it's still a direct translation of experience, and that makes it easier to pick up. But what I really love about the sticky brick, and why the sticky brick is a I have to have one on my shelf. It's the quickest, like the time to high, like from like the second you choose that you want to get high. Let's say, and this is the example I use frequently, so I apologize if you've already heard it. My mother-in-law comes over. Ding dong. Oh, I'm here. I brought dinner. Oh, fuck. Just a second. I need to go send an email or something real quick. I got 2 minutes. Pop into my office. I can load a brick and hit it and get high from one hit. I can rip it and get one hit that is so thick and so satisfactory and so tasty that it like, I'm good for 40 minutes with the mother-in-law now. You know, I can do that in 2 minutes or less, you know, like 90 seconds. Like it is fast, effective, and efficient. And it's instant. It's as instant as smoking, and there are very few vapes that are that instant. Like very few. Like looking at the shelf without using other butane vapes, what vape can you pick up and be high in a minute and 30 seconds with?
Yeah, if it's heated up already, which isn't the case. I mean, it would take one of my desktops that needs 5 to 10 minutes to heat up.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to leave a vape on.
Pretty much, man.
But
that's funny. So listen, we're gonna do that when we get together. When we start doing, get-togethers, we'll do the Vape Olympics, and that'll be one of the events. And it'll be the mother-in-law's here event, and they'll line up. And what you have to do is you have to run down to the other end of the other end of the lane. Well, first of all, you go when they ring the doorbell. So the doorbell is the gun. You run down there and you vape, get high, and get back. Whoever gets back first wins. I fucking love that example, man. The mother-in-law. When that doorbell rings, what can get me high the quickest, man? That's fucking great.
I mean, there has been exact examples just like that, where like somebody comes over and like, oh God, like we're supposed to have dinner at 6 and they showed up at 5:30. Fuck. Like now I need to, rip a couple bowls real quick. Get medicated. It happens. I'm gonna try to do it now with the runt, like as an example. And I haven't been vaping my runt. Like I said, I've been hitting the OG, but
well, wait a minute. Are you cleaning it out right now or loading it?
I'm loading it.
because I thought I'd time the whole thing for you. We'll just have to do it off the. We'll do it off the YouTube clock. I don't need to break out my stopwatch.
Oh, I smoked that one. This torch is fucking hot.
Uh-oh. Is it dab time?
It's dab time.
Nice. That's why I broke out the good stuff tonight, because we're going to be bricking all night, which means bricks and dabs.
See, this is actually a legit challenge for me because my Dyna torch. By the way, this one didn't smoke, but it combusted. Like it didn't. I didn't cherry it up.
Did it dab? Was it dabbable?
It's totally dab. It's totally dab time.
All right.
But it's not so much smoke that I gotta like Q-tip and all that shit. However, some people like will want to clean clean their vapes immediately after the slightest combustion event. I don't blame.
Not me, dude. I literally go, oops, you fucked up. I guess somebody else is up now. I put it down and grab another one. There's probably a good 4 vapes up here with shit in them like that. What's that?
It depends on how bad my combustion is.
Yeah, dude. No, I'll bet you I've got a good. I've got at least 3 or 4 VAP caps up there that taste like combustion because I just said fuck it. Next.
I had to do the knob trick on my lighter to get the flame low enough to where I need it.
Is it starting to go? Is it on the fritz?
I think it's every time I refill it or it's about to go empty. Like there's the middle stage of the lighter where like after it gets the freshly filled bubbles out of its system and it starts working nicely, it's good for, the 80%. It's the top 10% and the last 10% that fuck. Those are the fuck.
You gotta get through that edge. You guys in the chat ready for dabbing? Right? I know you are. Who's dabbing with us, man? Lux dabbing. I know it. Estelle, you dabbing with us? What's up? Who else is dabbing? Tron, you dabbing? Emily, dabbing?
Sorry, I had to go some fresh dabs here.
We're dabbing for combustion. We don't even. You know what's funny is on a night like tonight, we probably don't even need to dab for likes. We're going to get more dabs with combustion because there probably isn't a much better way to get high than to use a sticky brick and then commit to dabbing every time you overdo it.
Oh man, I don't want to like equate the two. This is purely me being rusty with my sticky brick because the sticky brick hasn't been in my daily use cycle. Like I've hit it several times this week and I've been using it this week, but prior to that it hasn't been one of my active vapes. And it's not to say that it shouldn't be or that I don't love it. It's just I got a lot of fucking vapes, Jerry, and when you're making content around vapes, sometimes you don't always get to use the vapes you love. Sometimes you gotta make content about the flower mate cap or whatever, because that's the industry that we're in. I got some fresh dabs finally.
Oh, do you?
I've been saving this one.
Something
berry yellow. How come I won't focus?
Berry yellow? Raw garden lovers, nice.
Whoop. There we go. Nice and gooey. I'll do the whole thing.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, this is the first combustion dab. Damn it, that was in the runt too. I was expecting to combust in the OG.
We're gonna do 2 because I just did one on my run.
You just
I'm telling you, yeah, I'm way better at the straight intake, man. I come at it with the same technique and overdo it. We're gonna do 2 dabs. What the fuck on?
Wait, I got a dab for your combustion?
I was gonna do for yours.
Oh, geez, Jerry, what did we get ourselves into?
That's why I said there's no better way to get really fucked up. I mean, I'm not saying that once you get it down, you're good. But I know damn well I'm going to combust 2 or 3 times tonight, and then you just did it too. So I know we're on for a good number of dabs. We don't need to worry about likes tonight. We're going to be fucking dabbed up. That's why I brought the good stuff tonight, man. I was like, yeah, I want my have a lot of these.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have this dab.
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers, gang. Let's go.
Cheers. Oh, my torch is crooked. I'm sorry, Stash. My torch is all crooked in there.
That'll happen.
Oh man. Hey, I'm glad I waited on this. This it cured a little bit. This gram of sauce is actually like 5 months old, Jerry.
Really?
Yeah. I bought it when I bought like a half ounce of oil. I don't know if you remember, but I bought a bunch of duplicates, and I set the duplicates aside just to like have for later. And when later came, I had some 710 labs and I had better stuff, and I just kind of like, I'll just let that ride for a while. And that while is now, so I pulled it out and tasting it. It tastes better than I remember it.
Does it change sitting in there in a sealed thing in the fridge?
Yeah. Changes texture. It loses some of the brightness. Some of the more volatile terpenes will erode away, and you lose that. But some of the other ones will cure and mature. Change up a little bit.
So you like the taste better on that one, huh?
This one I do.
Right on.
And it might maybe more common as well for me, because I've had a few other live rosins and live resins that have been cured, which means they're old. And
so you're an old terp kind of guy, huh?
They're cheaper usually, and they taste a little bit better. Not better, but smoother. It's a smoother dab rather than being all bright. You know, like drinking your tea too fast, like hot lemonade. Wow.
You lost me on the lemonade, man. You had me, and then I went, huh? I couldn't keep up, man.
Never had hot lemonade?
Hot lemonade.
You ever have hot apple cider?
Yeah, love that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Did you miss again?
I missed by like this far off to the side. It was pretty bad.
What the fuck's? Do you need to take a couple of warm-up shots? Why don't you pick a few up and kind of warm up a little bit? Because you're way off there, man. That's like a long. You want to take a couple warm-up shots?
No, because my left pedal isn't working to switch to the BRB camera. So
all right. Well, shit.
We're gonna have to blanket for pants.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez, that's great. I love it. It's too cold. That's funny, man. Well, no, I'll tell you, I love this little runt, but I'm not used to it. This is the one that combusting the most. I rarely do in my OG, man. That thing's great. The runt and the flip are the ones that I probably have the more time getting used to. I don't know why with this little runt, but with the flip, it's because the water, I don't get the same feedback that I do with this.
Let's go through the lineup. Can you do you have the full lineup there? Can you walk us through the lineup?
Yeah. So I got the OG, of course. Remember this? That's all we've hit so far. And then, if I remember correctly,
that's the same one I'm hitting, but yours is older, so yours is different.
Right. So that's the OG. What today's don't have the hole, I think. So don't look for a hole.
Today's there's no hole.
But otherwise, and you'll have a different looking hole here. This is kind of straight. I think they're angled now.
I can show mine.
But yeah, there you go. Yeah, you've got the nice newer finish on it.
The flame intakes are shorter, and the mouthpieces are
right on
shorter nowadays. But yeah, and then you have the.
Then after that came the Hydra Brick. So the idea was you would same stuff here. There's your bowl, same intake. I'm not sure if it's the same now. I think it is. And then this little gong over here, and then it came with a bent glass mouthpiece that I can't find. I think it's stuck on one of my bubblers up here somewhere. It's a really cool mouthpiece because it's kind of short, and it's. Shit, I know it's right up here. But anyhow, it only comes out to about here. It's pretty dope. And then after that, I believe the next one was the Max or the Junior, but I'll go with the Max because it kind of goes with the whole lineage as far as you can see that how they
Max.
you've got a Fractal. Nice, man.
Yeah, Fractal Max. So
those are dope.
Has the flame intake stores underneath with like a little jar so you can store some weed in there.
And you can see how similar that is to the Hydro. Like that's like a Hydro on steroids.
It's a Hydro on steroids, exactly. So it's a self-contained.
Yeah.
You can carry it somewhere and pull it out, and it comes with a whip. So it comes with glass to connect this to your bong. So you connect this to your bong and put your flame intake there, and you have basically like a desktop style flame vape. Pretty cool with the fractal patterns. And Kenny has fractals. I don't know if he does fractals anymore because of the COVID stuff. This may be something that's not currently available, but these are fucking hype, dude. I like these a lot.
Yeah, those are dope. The Fractal's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so if you were to look at these together, like there's your Hydro compared to the Max. So the Max just has more goodies and a lid. The Hydro doesn't. So you store, like you said. And then the Juniors here. Shit, I believe this is the latest shape. I've got one here that might be old. I can't tell. I think this rounded one's kind of old, right, Troy? Aren't they like the squared off versions?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the round one is old. I haven't seen the round one.
Because this is my newest one, so it must be the more rounded ones.
What's that wood? It's nice.
This one is olive wood, man, and he this is the last one that I got from him, and it's really cool. It's got a different kind of a taste to it, and I won't get into what it tastes like because he didn't want to pre-taint anyone's ideas, but it's pretty neat. So anyhow, these things, you take the top off, and then you've got the intake that you saw on my runt here. Same kind of intake on here. You're just going to turn it around for use, and then this comes out, and you just flip it around like a so. And now you're basically ready to go. Just kind of like the runt, except it's smaller, ready to roll around. Then you pull this off, and there's your bowl. And so the same kind of thing. You're heating coming into here, creating vapor here, and pulling it out through and up there to you. And then when you're done, you just flop it back together like that and put it back into travel mode, as they say. And where did I put my? And it's basically about the size of a Mighty. This Mighty has a stand on it, which makes it a little taller, but it's it's basically about that. So if you feel like you could pocket the Mighty, you can pocket this right here, no problem.
That's very true. Here's my pink ivory.
Oh, nice.
This wood is so fucking sick, Jerry. It's like it's smooth and almost like plasticky. Like it feels like ivory. Like I can see why they named this wood ivory. Like it feels like a piano key. It is so hard and smooth.
Olive has that a little bit too, but
it has
that's
like
probably harder.
A different sound to it. Like,
oh wait, I didn't fucked around with that. Now I want to hear how they all sound. Oh, this is fun.
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, man, we can make a band.
I like the Junior a lot. Man. But the runt is still the one that I reach for.
Is it? Yeah, I'm OG all day. I'm either gonna go OG. I do like getting one of these maxes out every now and then and using that too, because it's the same thing. I mean, as far as the big intake, maybe it's a little shorter.
Wait, you missed. We forgot to do the flip.
Oh, yeah. You do the flip. You got a nice one, and then I got to show you the glass.
Cool. So this is the flip. Whoops. The flip fits a 14 or an 18 millimeter, or you could use it with a little J hook. Like you could put a J hook on here. You could put a whip on here. You could put a hydro tube on here and have a straight mouthpiece coming up, like a mini max, little mini hydro max type of thing with a little straight tube bubbler. But it's actually made for bongs. So I take my torch bowl on its home. This sticky brick flip would work this way with the little mouthpiece, or the flame intake can rotate out of the way to access the bowl. So you don't actually have to remove, but you still can, obviously, if you want to, because everything is magnets. How do they work, Jerry? You know anything about magnets?
There you go, like that.
Cool little piece. And they updated this from my original video, because in my original sticky brick guide, the flip was smaller, and the smaller flip was actually a little bit harder to use. And I still think the flip is a little bit harder to use. It's a little bit more sensitive. You know what I mean? So like, it's like having a tighter clutch, like a race clutch.
Yeah, new clutch, right on.
Yeah. But
you can also take this little fucker and turn it into a real small little hydro brick, put a mouthpiece on it, and it's real small too. So it'd be the smallest footprint, and even the cheapest brick you can get, really. These are the cheapest ones. You put a mouthpiece on there.
Look, it's $100.
I think so. So anyhow, those are dope. But if you're lucky enough to catch one of these in stock, his glass is amazing. I don't even know if he's making these anymore. I think he told me he probably wasn't doing these anymore. But these recyclers that his guys did are dope, man. He's got his cool little brick logo on there that I like. But these recyclers work. They're hard to get right, and he's got really strong, tough glass, and it's fucking great when you can put it on a brick like that and have that rolling. This is pretty fun to hit.
I've got a sticky tube as well. I use it on
nice. Got the sidecar mouthpiece on it. I love those things, man.
It's I use it on my. Well, it came with my Hydra Brick Max. It came with that bundle.
Oh, right on.
I think.
If Kenny's selling glass,
Kenny gave glass. It to me. Kenny gifted it to me.
Well, then it's good. You're good to go. I mean, if Kenny's doing glass, it's good stuff, man.
But I use it mostly with my Cloud Evo, because it's such a nice piece of glass.
Fuck yeah, man. That's what I use all those for, man. We're gonna do that someday too.
So I'm gonna try to get a bowl going with my. I don't know. I'm challenging myself, is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get.
Yeah. What are you up to there? You're gonna put a brick on a J hook.
I'm gonna flip brick J hook.
Nice.
It should be a killer setup, man. After I inhale the dust, I mean.
Make sure you aim the intake the way you want.
Is there a screen in here? What's going on? Anything fly up?
Scared the hell out of me, man. Here he goes again. Good. Motherfucker. Blowing that stuff all over crazy.
Sorry, man.
It's all in my eye now. What the hell? Oh, man.
So you said the OG is your favorite brick?
Yeah.
And do you shoot the flame directly down the hole, or do you aim at the side of the glass?
Usually I come straight down on that, sometimes at a 45-degree angle into it, and I'll kind of, just kind of go with it. Mostly I'm trying to figure out how deep to go into it with the flame, because I do go in there a little bit, and that's when it starts to get hot. But that OG brick is the one I put the most mileage on. So that's the one that's easiest for me to get in there and just jump right back on the bike. That's why every time I get on the run, I have a hard time, because it's a different flow, man. It's a different flow.
So Kenny has stated that they're not doing the glass currently because the glass causes problems with their credit card processing company.
Oh, gotcha.
It's common. It's really common to hear that, man. There are so many gotchas in the cannabis industry while we face with the end of cannabis prohibition, man.
Right.
My YouTube channel being deleted, the vape mail ban, all of this stuff are circumstantial fucking fuckery because of our government refuses to fix itself right now with cannabis legalization.
Bro, hate hangs on strong, man.
Hate is a reality.
Yeah. We got to work on that.
We do. Okay, Jerry, you ready for another dab?
Oh, yeah. We got to do another one, too. I forgot about that, man. We still another one. Plus, then...
I was referring to, but I'll take it.
Yeah, no, we need it. Are you talking about packing another dab? Did you mean we're doing another dab? Because we do actually owe another dab anyhow, right? Because we both combusted. I'm going to wait for you to come back, but I think that's the case. I'm still going to pack a
God damn it, Jerry. Everything we're going to tell that, like, I'm just going to get a little more vapor right here at the end. I already had my did.
So now we got 2 dabs to do?
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, let's get on it. Let me pack this brick, because then we'll do a third dab, because this is another bent intake. Bent intakes are where I usually eat it.
I mean, my bowl is still green. My bowl is still green, but I combusted. This is what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Hello, wrong angle.
I'm not going to pack mine so high this time.
Like, if you look, there's still greenery in here.
Yeah.
But it's combusted. I combusted.
You combust. He's done.
I got a great hit, and then at the very end, I combusted it. I'm just gonna finish it, man.
It's okay, Troy. Yeah, you just take it to it, man. Sorry, it's just a little smoke. There's a little,
a little smoke.
Taste.
I remember when smoke used to taste delicious, Jerry.
Right?
Smoke.
Been there.
I remember hitting the smoke and going, oh.
Right.
Oh, that was so good. Can almost taste the blueberries.
You believe that shit? That's awesome. That's great. All right, so you're finishing that. We're 2 dabs behind. I'm going to hit this and see if I can make it 3. See how we do on my cage. Did you finish it off? Was it worth it?
I didn't finish it off because I was scared of combusting again, but it was still tasty. It had the sour taste of smoke, so it tastes smoky, but I still got terpy taste. And if I think of it as coffee, like if I think, hey, this tastes like coffee with weed in an ashtray, it's almost an acquirable taste. It's like, hey, this is, it's still. It reminds me of the Dr. Dabber dry herb mode, the Dr. Dabber switch dry herb mode. It's like, yeah, there's still terps in there, there's vapor in there, but there's also a little bit of shit that you don't want,
So you barely charred it, kind of, or you barely combusted, hit a char mode, kind of.
Yeah. Like whenever I combust in the sticky brick, like as soon as I hit it, I try to inhale fast to end the combustion. Sometimes that backfires.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to pull the clutch too,
Yeah. That's. So my technique with the sticky brick, and this is hard to describe because I like to get big rips and I like to extract my sticky brick hits in like 2 or 3 hits. So if I'm trying to get high quickly, I want one hit that's gonna mostly do me in, and then I'll come back for cleanups. And to do this, I don't fill up my sticky brick capacity. I basically put in enough herb to cover the screen in the center. It's not.
Oh wow!
Like the screen is covered, but it's not filled up. Like I don't fill up that barrel of the bowl because I want quick extraction.
Yeah.
And when I line up my flame, I try to get it to go down in the hole, and I pull my inhale at a medium pace. I don't go fast. I don't go slow. I try to like find the perfect balance of where the sound is going like perfectly in, and I'm getting good thick vapor. A lot of times I'd rather back the flame away than change my inhale speed, because the sticky bricks, especially when you switch back and forth between them, they're so sensitive to subtle changes in inhale speed. Like that's like your RPMs in a clutch transmission, and the difference between and is like 2,000 RPMs and 8,000 RPMs. So there's so much range in there, it's easier to back the flame away for me than it is to change my inhale speed drastically.
So you're playing by sound a lot. That's cool.
Sound and feel, and I know when I was using my runt as my daily, and I miss those days, by the way. I had almost a position, like a muscle memory position. I had to vape sitting down. I couldn't ever vape my sticky brick standing up, and I would basically have like the two elbows like on my desk, and my shoulders, they know the position, and my head is cocked, and it's like, it's the taco thing, like, it, you just like, you get it there, and whoo, and it's like perfect every time. You ever see those dudes that chop up the coconuts, like the fresh coconuts, and you get like the green coconut, and they hold it in their hand, and they got a machine, and they're chopping the sides off, and they're flipping it around in their hand, and then at the end they fucking do that thing. Like, that's all like from practice and muscle memory and shit. It's the same thing with like the sticky brick. Like, you figure it out, it becomes your thing, and you just have like your muscle memory, and you know it. It's like riding a bike.
True that, man. It doesn't take long either. It really doesn't. I keep going back and forth between the two intakes and 3 different things and fucking it up.
We gotta get our dabs in before we forget.
I'm doing one right now, man. Yeah, I'm loading it up. I gotta get that in. You loading yours up?
Well, I'm cleaning my.
Get that clip, man.
Dark on my eye.
You guys in the chat loading up a dab, man? We got to load up a dab here. It's time to dab.
Good thing it's non-toxic, dark crystal.
Oh, did you get it in your eyeballs?
Yeah, it went in my eyeball.
You're crystallizing.
Yes,
it, huh?
That one went in.
He's back. He's back.
Yes,
folks.
who's back?
Found his range. Watch out. It's gonna make it rain.
The trick was to get it really wet. It had to be wet, so it had some extra weight. And
the
Q-tip, like a dart. I want to have a camera from the Q-tip cam that's facing me, like a plexiglass backboard, so I can just throw my Q-tips at the camera. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, I love that. That's a great idea.
Right?
Uh-huh. You can do backboard. You have to call it, though.
Oh, Jesus. You're getting all like sportsy on me. Is that how it works in basketball or in horse or whatever?
No, I'm just fucking with you. You're good, man. You're good.
There we go. Got 2 more.
He's on it, man. He's on it. I'm telling you, my man is on it. You ready to do a dab now? You're gonna load it up now. Cool.
I gotta get the dark crystal out of my banger. I poured it in there. So
now, we're also going to talk about some of the other type heating vapes, right? Break out some of the other ones.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do some sticky brick comparisons because a lot of people ask me, about the other similar vapes. Like, for one, they want to know if there's drama. Like these people are ripping off sticky brick, and it's not that. It's not that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sticky brick wasn't the first to make this style of vaporizer. The first one was Treehouse. Were they the first, or was that just the predecessor?
Well, they probably weren't the first, because who the fuck knows? But they're the ones who did this first, way back in the day. They did this, maybe one other vape, but I think this was the one. And Treehouse, TRII House. And what was the fucking thing called? I forget. Anyhow, they did one of those, and then they closed up shop. But before they did, I think he and Kenny hung out and talked about it, and the dude was stoked to have Kenny really kind of carry on the design, because the guy basically was just ditching it, going off to some other, like, we never heard from him again kind of thing. So I think he was pretty stoked to see what Kenny did with it. I think Kenny obviously took it way off to the next level. I love it, man. I mean, he went crazy with all the designs and woods and it's amazing what you did when all there was just this one thing, and now we've got all these. It's awesome. So so yeah, I don't have. Oh, the daisy, the treehouse daisy is what it was, right? So and they might have had one other. I don't remember, but anyhow, that was the first one back in the day. I don't have that one anymore. That was the first time I loaned out a brickish type thing to convert a smoker. Was well, actually, I gave it away. Was when Kenny gave me this. That's when I knew, okay, cool, I can let go of the daisy. And I had a friend out in Cali who wanted a badass vape. So I said, you want this one? And it's the only vape that would convert him from smoking. So the bricks will do it, man. Bricks will bring the smokers in, man.
You son of a bitch, Jerry! You read my mind. That was the next thing I wanted to talk about. How sticky bricks are one of the most recommended vapes for people who are wanting to quit combustion. Like if your lungs are hurting from all the bong rips and all the joints and all the blunts, but you've tried dry herb vapes and they fucking suck because you pack a little bowl and you vape on them for 10 minutes and you need more than that. I get it. A lot of the battery powered vapes aren't good for converting or quitting smoking. So you're looking for a vape that you can feel in your throat, a vape that you can feel the hit, you get immediate satisfaction. The sticky brick is one of the ones I highly recommend trying if you're looking to kick combustion. It gives an immediate hit. It's relatable, with the torch to your weed. You get immediate satisfaction. You feel it in your throat. You feel it in your lungs. You can get a thick, satisfying oomph. That's literally the same as smoke if you fuck up.
Which means the consequences aren't that big a deal to smokers. It's like, oh, and if I fuck up, I just smoke. Oh well, you know what I mean? It's like, so what?
And it doesn't count. Like if you're keeping a tally, like, hey, I quit smoking 10 days ago, and then you accidentally combust, that doesn't count.
Right. It doesn't count. Not when you do it in a brick type thing. So you're absolutely right. I'll show you one real quick. I don't know what the fuck this is. It was the first one I got about, I don't know, it was years ago. And I don't even know who made it, but I don't think it made it to market. But it was the first time I got one of these where someone was kind of doing the same kind of thing. We're gonna pack a bowl here and shoot the flame here and do one of those. But it was real close to the face. So I think they changed it, and I don't even remember who it was. But I think Troy, this one right here, I think I kind of screwed up having this beta one kind of be my first non-bricky type unit, because it kind of turned me off from it. It's kind of like, look, man, I don't get it. It's like it causes problems that these fixed. So I was like, I don't know. And so you end up I think you've probably got a slew of shit that I don't have any of when it comes to these wooden butane vapes. So I really want to see your collection and see what you got, man.
I'll definitely go over that. I want to hit a few other quitting combustion topics before because there's a few other vapes that I like to also recommend in addition to sticky brick if people are truly looking to kick the combustion habit. And one of them is also a show sponsor because the Dynavap is also the other flame to weed technology that can deliver a thick and satisfying oomph of a cloud that is reminiscent of the satisfaction you get from a bong rip or a joint or a blunt. So it has that nice, good, stony, throaty, thick vapor, but it also has a technique that you need to learn. So it's a unicycle vape of sorts, but well worth learning.
Yeah, good call on that recommendation too. It's like that's like the smaller bowl version. Like if you're just kind of like taking a few hits off a joint, you want one of those. And then if you want a bong smoker, you'd push them over onto one of these things. If you're going to smoke the whole joint, you probably want a brick or something. But no, that's awesome, man. That's a good point. Shout out to Dynavap.
Shout out Dynavap.
Simril with this cage here. I've been hitting all night long with the flip. This baby, I live off this thing now, man. I love it. If I'm not hitting a vape that came with its own glass, I'm putting something on here. This thing is awesome. Still got my little handmade little twisty do I got to get some nicer attachments, but they fucking work, man. I don't care.
Here's my vape of choice.
Nice.
The green Omni. Man. So
Gotta get me one of those. This is one I pick up a lot, man. I pick up this Galaxy Burl from Simrilla a lot when I dine a vape. This one has the vortex in it, so it cools real well for me. But what do I have on here? Which tip? Oh, I've got a Batman tip on there. But anyhow, the actual stem is really sweet.
Hey, do you remember last week when I mentioned wanting to do a cleaning video? How I clean my green Omni with dark crystal.
I saw it. I saw you made the video, man.
Yeah. So Chocolate Milk was listening. Remember Chocolate Milk? He
Yeah,
has all those cool Dynavap images that Dynavap printed. He sent me his Omni, and this tip was black. This tip was just fucking blackness. Oh, no, it won't focus. Come on, you gotta be like that. OBS never recalls my OBS or my focus settings. Like as soon as I change cameras,
yeah.
OBS is like fuck your settings. We're gonna default back to whatever our default is.
There it is. There you go. Keep it there and try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
Now there's color in the tip again, and I put out a video day before yesterday, on how to do dark crystal. So if you're looking to clean your Dynavap tips or your glass or your quartz or whatever, check out that video.
Right on, man.
How do you like the close-up feel?
Yeah, I like the wide better.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with the mighty front and center like that. It's too in my face when you close up it.
I gotta get this dab out.
Yeah, did I do mine yet? There's
anything else to say about quitting combustion and any other vapes that you recommend?
I think a Mighty Crafty can do well. Probably a Mighty because of the battery. You know, that's one that I think smokers can do well with if you want an electric version.
I think so too, as long as they have the understanding that it's a different experience. Like this is a battery session vape that you pack a bowl and you sit down and you vape for a few minutes. This isn't a hit it and turn it off, because people tend to translate their combustion experiences to vaping, even though they don't always relate.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh, well
nice. Getting that guy in trouble again.
God damn it, Matt! I'm glad you remember that story, Jerry.
It was great.
Okay.
I'll remember that every time I hear that fucking noise.
He's the first one that.
What do you got?
The drippy sound? What?
Yeah, that's the one. Whenever I hear that, I'll think of that story, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. What else did you want to say about smoking or whatever? Was there one other thing? You said a couple of things maybe? Before you were going to show us the collection, you wanted to say...
I wanted to say, if you're really trying to kick the combustion habit, I do recommend taking a small, short tolerance break before starting with the daily vaping. It'll make a big difference. It'll make a big difference in the difference in the stone, because vaporizers have a different high because they don't deliver all of the sedatives and the toxins that are in the high temperature range of the combustion. And while doing so, they're also delivering more THC and cannabinoids. So while vapes will deliver like 76% or ish of the active THC and cannabinoids, combustion will actually destroy like 80+%. So you're only getting like 20-25% total with smoke, but you're getting a bunch of nasty shit that makes you feel sedated and slow, and that's where a lot of the stone comes from with smoke. It's not actually THC. So there is a difference, and taking a small break will help bridge that gap a little better and help the vaporizer high be plenty. And I think in the long run, you'll notice you'll really enjoy the new enhanced diverse flavors, because now all the strains will taste very different. Even phenotypes of strains will taste different in a vaporizer. You'll notice things that you would never notice with smoke, both in the high and in the taste.
True that, man. And what I like about these for the smoker, heavy smoker, is they've got a big bowl and they hit hard. And that's the kind of shit that those guys are looking for. They don't always find in an electronic vaporizer. You know, they got a bowl that usually is about a half this size. And then you got to sit there and go through 6 hits to get what you can get in like 1 or 2 with a brick, just because they just don't have the calories coming in. They can't extract it that quickly with the little heaters. So, yeah, I think that's why when I do recommend electronic vape for a heavy smoker, it's something like a Mighty where you know what you're going to get. It's consistent, and it is going to fully extract, and you just got to let them know, like you said, it's a session, but it'll give them good hits. They'll dig it. I mean, obviously, Troy, you like the fucking thing, so
Yeah.
you know, that'll work too. But that's probably the only really electronic one I can think of off the top of my head on a portable side that I would really jump on and go, yeah, you should hit that up. I mean, you know, I love the bowl. That would work, but it just came out, so it needs a better battery for a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the electronic side, you know, I mean, yeah, that's why I call them kind of like handheld desktops, man. They really compare more to desktops than what they do with the Vapor. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get that second dab out of my way before tackling the tough topic.
We got another one? Okay.
I thought about this one a lot, but I didn't want to. Let me rephrase this because
You know, pre-phrase it.
no, it's important, and I don't want to say it wrong and have people take it out of context. It's important to me. It's important to me because I don't want to fuck with vape politics. I don't think politics are need to be a thing in our world. I don't think anyone needs to be steering or promoting this vape over this vape or saying this vape is better than this vape. And I don't think that people need to be bashing each other on Reddit and FC because they like whatever vape better than whatever. I think that's fucking nonsense, Jerry. I think vape politics and human drama has no place in my world. I don't like that shit. And I don't think what was I gonna say? I don't want to not cover the other similar vapes simply because I prefer the sticky brick over them.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to cover them and expose them because they're valid vapes, and the people that make them are seemingly nice fellows, and the products are good. I just prefer sticky bricks.
We're just here to answer questions, man.
Right.
And you got a collection full of answers there, so we're gonna get some answers.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring out. I have the Dreamwoods as well, but they're tucked away on my shelf. The Dreamwoods are actually my second favorite of the torch and heel. Like,
are they too far away to get any of them?
No. Well, let me.
Oh, you got the pants thing or the whatever you're doing there. That's right. I forgot. Dang, that's the pants cam, gang. What? Can't hear him. Pants gang. It's time for another tea, man. Any of you guys drinking tea out there with us in the chat? Troy was drinking tea tonight or something too. So what's going on out there, man? Lord Zero got hit hard with a dab. Z Puffs, man. Z Puffs had VAP caps help convert him. Didn't I read that right up there? Yeah, loose leaf, I'm with you, man. No pants graphic is going to be dope. He'll get one. We'll work on that. We got a few other priorities, but yeah, we definitely got to work on. So do we owe another dab? Yeah, I've already loaded it, so my dab's loaded. I'm gonna roll with that. Here comes Troy with the.
Here comes the hot stepper. Word him up. He's got a bunch of vaporizers on his desk.
There we go.
All right, so
yeah,
this fucking guy, the Dreamwood. I think this one's the Dobby.
nice.
This one's really cool. It hits really nice. It's got a really cool build, and he even built it with some live edge. This is a Dreamwood, and this guy is in Germany. Check this out, Jerry. This gets pretty sweet here. So the flame intake can store in the middle.
Right.
So your bowl goes there, and your flame intake goes up here.
Oh, nice.
So then you got like a portable, and the
mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece actually can extend, so you just have to take it out and.
Oh, like a firewood.
Yeah. So now. So then you get like the.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How do you like that one? How's it hit?
It hits nice. It vapes nice. It's not my favorite Dreamwood, but it's my favorite design Dreamwood.
Yeah, because that's the smallest one.
It looks fucking awesome, and it feels awesome. Like these two grooves. It's a wonderful design. And
which one is that again? The Dreamwood what?
I'm pretty sure it's called the Dobby.
That sounds right. Okay.
I apologize if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's called the Dobby. It's more portable than the Sticky Brick Junior. So it's smaller, it's easier to carry by quite a bit, honestly. Like, I mean, it's more of a firewood size than a mighty size. But it is a little bit of tweaking the little O-rings and stuff. The flame intake is thinner and smaller, and it hits differently than the Sticky Bricks, and I'll explain that. I'll explain the next one, because this one is actually my favorite from the Dreamwood. It's really narrow, and it's just a 2-piece design. And the metal is just like slightly oval or something, and that's what causes the friction. And there's just like one magnet that kind of holds it together.
It's like a Dobby without the stowaway.
Yeah.
Oh, when the mouthpiece is different.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's grooves cut, so there's like ridges here.
Yeah, so you can feel where you are.
There's the carb. Yeah, there you go. You can see it now.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way it feels, because it has like the 2-finger carb, but it gets hot. Cool. Like I've burnt my finger on it. I do want to say though that this one, and I've confirmed this with a whole bunch of people. Like I've shared Sticky Bricks with a whole bunch of people, and I've shared this vape along with Sticky Bricks with a bunch of people. They say that this one is like the easiest to ride. Like this vape is the easiest to get vapor with, but you can't get it as thick and hard and fast as a Sticky Brick. So it's almost like it has like a larger sweet spot for the vapor, but that sweet spot doesn't extend into the full diversity and power of what the Sticky Bricks are. And I think it's because the flame intake is like long and narrow, but who knows? There's a lot of, and it's a bigger bowl, and there's a metal collar here too. So there's a lot at play with the thermal things, but they're all good. The other ones I wanted to mention, the Nova, which is very Brick-esque. It's very much like a Sticky Brick. It looks really nice, man. Like I love the way these vapes look.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Like it does good work, and I think these are made on a CNC type machine. Like this guy uses like CNC stuff, whereas
I really like the look of that, man. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, okay, Jerry. So let's talk. I love the look of this thing too. It looks great, and this is entirely personal, in my opinion. It's like, this is not me saying this is bad about the vape. This is just what I don't like about it. The way it feels in my hand and wriggles is discomforting. Like
doesn't stay in place really. It kind of wiggles a little bit.
It feels like one of those little snake toys, like one of those. Like,
no,
which is cool when it's a fucking wooden snake, but for some reason, when I'm holding it in my hand and it's just like sloppy, like this, I don't like it.
Okay.
And it's personal. Like, I'm not saying it's bad because of this. I'm just saying
I wouldn't like it either.
I don't like it. Like it's something that I just it makes noise, and for me,
is it designed that way, or is it something that they were going to change?
Probably. I mean,
like, on purpose. You know what I mean?
It has 4 little magnets all around it, and then the edges are like all rounded. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he was going for it, but he got it.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Beautiful piece.
It looks beautiful. Exactly. Like I love the way it looks. The way it vapes. Okay, it works. I find that the bowl is too big for the flame intake. Like if I vape hard and fast, I get like it only kind of vapes in one spot, kind of. The bigger bowl, because look how big the bowl is.
Shit.
Like I can put my thumb in there.
But it doesn't get all flowed in, does it?
Yeah, and compared to the sticky brick bowl, like here.
Oh fuck. Yeah, right on.
Like fingertip, sloppy fingertip. You know, thumb, sloppy thumb. My thumb can't even go in this one. So it's a bigger bowl. It has some different features. Like it has this like if you rotate, by the way, the flame intake and the mouthpiece are the same tube. Which,
what do you mean?
I mean it's they're the same. It's the same material. It's just one is
okay.
longer. So it's it's the same. They're the same holes. This weird poker also locks in down here. So like if you put it in the center hole and push it all the way down, it like locks the device together.
So that it doesn't do the snake wiggle, or it does?
It locks it together. So it still wiggles. It just doesn't twist completely apart. You'd have to pull it all the way apart if you wanted to pull it apart. So you have to pull the pin out and like put it in the other hole, and then it twists.
Okay, so wait a minute. So when you're using it, when it's in use mode, it's locked down with that thing, and it doesn't snake wiggle anymore.
No, it's still snake wiggles. Like it's still
okay,
still sloppy in the hand. This just creates a single pin lock point, so it doesn't twist. So it doesn't twist fully. Sorry.
Okay.
And this is made by Doug's Woodery, by the way. It's a nice device. It's just not something I chose to review or use, but it's neat. Another one similar. These are the O'Connell Woodworks.
Right on. I thought his stuff looked real good. I want to see these.
Yeah, he's got a bunch, and he sent me some a prettier unit, but I think I loaned it out. I don't know. These devices also have this pin. It's like a similar feature. They share some features.
Different guy, same fucking exact same stir tool lucky thing. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
This one, 2 magnets, little face. Oh shit.
That's kind of cute. You should draw a little something on it.
Again, big bowl, really big bowl.
Oh yeah, sloppy thumb.
The flame restrictor is like a little plate, little holes in it there.
What do you think of that?
It works. It works. It vapes a little more evenly than the other one. The other one has the same flame restrictor, but I think this one is just tuned. Like this guy played with the shape of the vape to make it function better than the Doug's Nova guy. I don't necessarily like the way the magnets are on here. They're beefy, but if you pull down, it works, and then you can stick it to the side. Like there's 2 little magnets there.
Oh, just for that. Dope.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Oops.
That's dope.
But yeah, this guy's done some cool little innovative things. I'm not sure which guy came up with the knob locker stick. Oh, knob locker is probably not a good band name though.
How's it hit?
Similar. It
To which?
not as intense. Similar to the Nova. It's not as intense as I can get with the sticky bricks. Like I struggle to get big, fat, thick, as thick as sticky brick with these.
Why is that? They got a bigger bowl. What's going on?
It's a bigger bowl. Yeah. So
why is that? They got the same torch, right?
it's the long, narrow flame intake plus a bigger bowl. You know, it's just a relationship thing.
Huh.
I think those vapes are a little more geared towards 4 or 5 hit extractions.
Yeah, you're gonna hit it and stir.
Hit it and stir, hit it and stir, instead of hit it, stir, hit it, toss it.
Yeah. Okay.
How
are they for combusting? How are they for combusting on? Are they hard, easy?
I would say they're probably a little harder to combust on than the sticky brick without a flame restrictor.
Okay.
But the sticky bricks come with a flame restrictor disc installed now.
Yeah.
I believe. Kenny, can you confirm that? I apologize for putting you on the spot. Hopefully Kenny's still here. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's here. We'll get him in a sec, man.
I'm pretty sure the flame restrictor disc comes installed. And on that note, I don't know which one would be harder to combust in. I don't know. I would have to go back and try it again.
Okay.
And I'm not saying these products are bad in any way. I'm just saying I feel like the sticky bricks are tuned better for a more well-rounded experience for most cannabis vaporizer users.
It's probably the glass, man. That's great. What so what do you got in your hands now? Because I cut you off.
This one's badass. This is another Dreamwood. This is the Dlx Pro. So this one comes with like a mouthpiece pipe, so it can be used as a handheld or on your bong with like a 14 or 18 millimeter. It's really simple, just a 2-piece, and it goes on either way, you know. And I find this one's really easy to hit and really fun to carry. I actually took this one to Champs. That's how I got that big burn spot.
Nice. That's dope.
Yeah. I won't say who, but yeah. This one's another O'Connell OHB Micro.
Oh, cool.
The lockout pin that
protects the glass?
Goes over the glass. Yeah, there's some cool shit that this guy does. And the bowl. The flame.
Really neat, man. Really neat.
Yeah, he's got a cool lineup. I need to make a video showing his full lineup, but nice. It's always moving. Like if I take all of my vapes and like look at like all of the titles and then I look at his website, there'll be like some missing and some new ones. So it
makes it hard.
It's going to take some coordination, but it's worth doing. I think the O'Connell stuff are worth looking into.
Nice.
Last but not least,
the Flam.
The Flam.
Love Ralphie.
Hell yeah. This one hits nice, man. Like I don't necessarily like the interface, but I can see where anybody else would prefer this interface, because the whole basket bottom where you like you put your weed in here, you load it, and you put the screen on there, and then you put it in your bong, and it has a built-in restrictor, so it's like it has glass nipples, so you can flame it, and it's a little easier to ride than the other unicycles. And then when you need to stir it, you take it off, pop out the screen, give it a stir.
Does
yours not have nipples?
Dude, you love mine, man. You love mine. Mine is well, you know me. I don't know what this was. It was a either one of the first ones he made or one of those he was trying to. But look at this. Okay, so this is his bowl, right? But then the intake is a basket screen with, guess what's in here, baby? Your balls. So this is how that all. Yeah, this was the early model, and then he got some really nice glass work done. I'm curious to know how that works for you. Is it pretty consistent?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Because I always got good hits off of this too. That's awesome. That's dope, man. That's interesting. Yeah, because this one, yeah, that's what this is. This is just an 18 to 18 male that he, rigged up here. And then once he nailed the properties of it, because he's really good at tweaking shit, I guess he started getting them made special, and that's pretty nice. I think yours is sweet, man. It even looks nice, man. That's dope.
It is. He did. I got that. He sent me a bunch of stuff recently that I gotta cover. He also has the pyro, which is really neat, and also has some innovations, like the pyro. I'm sorry, I don't have the pyro in front of me. It's packed away in somewhere where I probably can't find it right away. But the pyro has like a bent. Do you have the pyro? Can you show it?
I don't think so. What's it look like?
It looks so. It has like the Lamart like wooden thing, but instead of it has like a glass 18 millimeter female like bell inside, and then like a glass thing that comes out. I need to find a.
How do you hit it? Is it the same thing as a torch?
It's you use a male bowl with a screen, and it goes over it. Can you Google it? I gotta pee, Jerry. I gotta stand up and pee.
Isn't that what I just showed? Is the
I'm gonna put you full screen, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
All right, man. You do your thing. I guess I'm gonna try to Google Lamar. What was it? The what? Which one was it? That's fucking great, man. Let's see if I can get this up quick enough. There we go. Tubo Evic. What is this thing called that he's talking about, guys? The Pyro. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I might have one of these, but I don't. I might look real quick here, but let's see. Can I share my screen, man? Let me see. I would have to take this over here. There you go. You guys see this over here? Got the pyro here. Same kind of wood, although a really nice little design on it. And then it's basically got it. Can I get this bigger? There we go. So that you've got your female fitting, and then a curve around intake. And then I think doesn't the basket and the herb go down here in the female fitting, or where does it go from there? Are you here yet, Troy? Let me see here. No. Let me see what this one looks like. I forget how that. Troy's gonna have to come back and help me out with the bowl part, because oh, here we go. Yeah, so then you can load a bowl into it like a solo stem kind of thing and start hitting it straight. What's going down here, man? That's pretty cool. These are one of his Lamart stems, where some of his would work with dosing capsules in there too. Oh, that's dope. Different intake, different cool. That's cool. Look at the woods on these things, man. They're beautiful. I love what he's doing here, man. So anyhow, that is what my man's doing there. Is this take away my share screen? Yeah, there we go. So that's my boy crushing it over there. I don't know if I have one up here or not, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's where it would have been. I don't think I have one of those yet, Troy. So no go on the pyro for me, but we did pull it up and look at it on the website. They're fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, they're nice.
I remember you had one hooked up on your Rio or something. Yeah. Oh, hang on.
I did.
I got a dab with you here too, man. Cheers, guys.
I made a video about it, and then YouTube gave me a strike for it.
Oh shit. Oh, fuckers, imagine that.
Yep. All the videos that start all the drama. Are usually videos that were just for fun. Never made any money. Never did anything.
Really?
Other than get me in trouble. Yep.
So if you just stick to packs, you'd have your first YouTube channel by now?
Don't send me down a rabbit hole of hate, Jerry.
I'm just going to look down it with you.
Ooh. Hate and love are both passion. It's okay to hate. Just know that it's love at the root. You just got to figure out how to find the right perspective and focus the energy in a more positive way.
I would surmise that passion is love in action, or compassion, and
Give me some traction.
anger is fear in action, and fear and love being flips of the coin. Going to say the same thing. It's perspective. I mean, you can look at the same thing with a fear of what could hurt, or you can embrace it and love it whether it hurts you or not. And you're right, though. You end up being in the same place at the same time, no matter which way you go with it. You know what I mean? So there's not one without the other, I guess. That dab was fucking dope. Fucking digging that. Did we go through your whole collection? That was a lot of fun.
We didn't go through the whole collection, no. I only grabbed... What?
Do you have more to show?
No. Well, no.
So you showed us what you wanted to show. That's what I'm saying.
The only other thing that I didn't show... Oh, man, the only other thing that I didn't show that I'd potentially be proud of is my original runt with the dovetail. Like I have the first runt that has a dovetail joint instead of like the smooth square.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like ultimately you can't just pop it off like this. And that's what I love about this interface. So it's epically fucking cool that the original runt, to remove the bowl, you have to like slide it down the whole way. You know, like it's cool as shit. It's cool as shit.
I like that. That is dope. I can't find where is that damn thing? It's right in front of me, of course. So here is that pyro. I found mine. So I'll show you that real quick.
Oh, you do have a pyro.
Yeah, I just found it. I love the look of the wood, man. It's so cool. It's beautiful. And then you mentioned the Lotus. So grab that real quick. And this is the coolest pipe ever. But so these things hit really well. They taste good. They're classy, fun to use. But it's like Troy said, I'm starting in the middle. With the brick, what's nice is you go right into flame, heats the air, boom, heats the air, boom. It's all one thing, no heat exchanger whatsoever, just heat to herb. On this one, you've got a metal plate that's your heat exchanger, so that gets in your way. And now you've got to heat that up first. And then once it's hot enough, then you start to inhale, and then you still have to heat it at the same time and do a dance that tries to balance the temperature. So it's more work than the bricks, and there's a little bit of preheating. Before that was the Vapor Genie, and the Vapor Genie was different in that it used a Bic like you were talking about, Troy, which we didn't want to use anyhow. But then the other thing about the Vapor Genie is you'd pack your bowl here, and then this is your heat exchanger. Inside here is a big old ceramic porous It's a whole bunch of little itty bitty ceramic C's just spit together into a big old lump, and they fit it in there. But basically, what it means is it's a never repetitive random air path. And so you would heat the Bic over here and suck on it and get the flame to suck in just a little bit. And then you would have to do that for long enough to get the heat exchanger hot, which then you would keep going, and same thing, flame plus heat exchanger would vaporize. So you would spend almost probably your half of your first hit at a minimum just preheating the thing, and then you'd finally get some vapor, and then your second hit would be good, your third would be really good. But the whole time you're using a Bic, which is different with that whole stuff we were talking about, but I prefer the torch. So anyhow, I forgot about these. These were my torch based vapes at first before the bricks came along. I never use these anymore now that I have a brick. If I wanted to use a torch vape, I'm going to get this instant, what I think is a way superior heating method of just going straight to air instead of using a heat exchanger like these.
Yeah. I see those Vapor Genies on eBay still for like $70.
Yeah, man.
Manufacturer must
All
have,
of those.
must have made like thousands of them, sitting on hundreds probably.
Vaponic.
You hear the Lotus is retiring? He's
Shutting down, I hear, right?
Yeah. What's that one?
This is the Vaponic.
The Vaponic.
Yeah, the Vaponic. Well, it's actually just this. This is the Vaponic right here. And it's old as shit as far as its design, from Europe, I believe. And basically you just put the herbs in that. This whole thing kind of, where did I go? Here we go. That's your bowl right there. And you just pack your bowl. Then that becomes your cover and heat exchanger and your mouthpiece. And you can just hit it like that. You basically flame it out here above the red line. And when you see the vapor starting to form, then you start to hit it and pull back. And this was a case that was really cool they made for a while that basically makes it look like it's kind of like a cigar. And what was really cool is you could take this tip off, heat it, and then if you went a little past where you normally would, you could real quick cap it, and then you could just hit it like this instead of having it be this glass pipe cracky looking thing. So those things are pretty cool. But there's another torch one. This is more like a VAP cap than a brick, but it's the other one of the ones that I actually used and thought was really cool.
I'm trying to find my Batman.
Oh, Batman, yeah, there we go.
I know I have it. It's in a little green egg.
I got one here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, show yours then.
Yeah, these things are cool as fuck. I forgot about that, man. Batman is, you know where they make the best watches, right? In Switzerland. That's where this is from, and it is some of the smallest parts you'll ever see in a vaporizer. As far as, I mean, the screws are itty bitty. When you get into what's going on in here, everything's just really small. It's really these small little itty bitty screws.
It looks brand new. Holy
little
shit.
Plates. Yeah. So you would twist it open.
Yours is different than mine too.
Is it?
Show me the bottom of yours again. Yeah, is that like a metal plate that goes around the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. This is the blast plate here.
Yeah, I don't have a blast plate. Mine's like, I gotta find mine now.
Yeah, no shit. Well, you put the herb there, cap it, get that on there, twist it, and that's your mouthpiece. And then you just heat it up without any suction or anything. You're just heating the heat exchanger, and then you would go at it. They came up with a Vapman station, which was voltage only, and it wasn't like a set. It wasn't going to hit it and maintain a line. It was same kind of thing. It was just like putting a torch to it. So you'd set how high you wanted the voltage, sort of like how much of a flame you want, and then it would just sit there on your desk, plugged in and running. And whenever you wanted, you would just put it on there, and it's sort of like putting a torch to it. And then you just take it right off and set it to the side, or if you wanted to heat it up again, go for it. But these things are amazing, man. And beautiful. I mean, really nice work here. Really nice work that they did. Yeah. I didn't know we were going to pull all these out. This is fun, man.
Pissed off that I can't find my Batman. And I know it's not where it once was, because when someone was here, someone was here, and they were looking at my shelf and doing the thing that people do when they stand in front of like that,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I just can't stop looking. And they at one point they pointed like, is this a juicer? And it was the Vape Man in its case, like it was just that little egg.
Oh, that's funny.
And I picked it up and showed them the vape, and then when I put it back, I didn't put it back. Either
Oh,
put it back on the vape shelf, or I didn't put it back in the right spot. Or
I hate to hear that, man. Yeah, you got to pick which color egg you wanted.
And you got all three.
I don't have 3 Batmans, but I got all the eggs, I guess, or whatever these are. I mean, if there's more, there might be more, but I have these 3 eggs.
Mine's green.
Those are pretty cool. I'd like to have 3 Batmans, but I don't. So.
Mine's beat the shit. That's why I want to show you, because mine looks like the last time I used mine, it looked like it was about to catch on fire. Like I felt like if I don't fucking retire this fucking thing, it's gonna catch on fire. Like it was like charred and black.
That particular one, you can tell. I never used that particular one very much. That was one I got as a set later on when I got that station. And I was like, oh, yeah, it all comes together perfect. And it came with the station and the eggs and the whole 9 yards. So that one doesn't have any miles on it, actually, mine.
Mine has a lot of miles on it.
You're beating that shit up,
Troy. Can somebody spot my fucking...
It's right there. Yeah, that's funny, man. Well, shit, man. We also got a topic we were going to talk about clouds and flavor too, man.
Yeah. Well, let's hit it. But before we talk about clouds versus flavor, let's get the opinion of someone else. So, chat. Do you guys like clouds? Do you guys like flavor? And then let's ask Pranav. I wanted to ask you, Pranav, when you vape, are you chasing clouds? Are you chasing flavor? What's your style, man?
Oh, like the question. It depends. But off late, I have been microdosing. I have my screen set up to the middle position, and I've been enjoying that a lot. Like, I know it seems counterintuitive that, oh, you have it set to a lower position, you're going to get a decreased performance, but it always seems to surprise me. Like, I don't expect to get a hit that I end up getting. And I like that. So I've been microdosing lately, and I've been chasing flavor, because since you have it in the microdosing position, the first hit is a little more flavorful. And then I usually go for a full extraction on the second hit.
I love it that he's got that whole tech down with the VAP cap and everything, and it didn't take him. He didn't have to think long at all on that one. Like you can tell that's his thing, man. I love Pranav, man.
Yeah. He answered it really well, and actually, there's a lot in the chat that are nailing it as well. Like, why not both? I find flavor and clouds to be like two different lines. Like they relate, but they're not mutually exclusive. And I want to point out, like, a lot of times with vaporizers, especially convection vaporizers without any conduction, there's like the ghost hit where you get a super terpy vaporizer hit that it feels like you're taking a shaving razor to your tongue. Like, it feels like it's just like tongue bite. No visible vapor. It's just crazy bright, loud flavor. And a lot of times that paints a picture of flavor and clouds are opposites. Like if I can get this bright, loud flavor with no clouds, then what do clouds taste like? What do clouds taste like, Jerry?
What do clouds taste like? Tasteless clouds, fluffy, tasteless clouds. They're just like little fluffy cotton fluffs.
So I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately because I've been trying to compare the Terp Torch and the SSV 43 and the Vape Bong and all the other heavy hitters, and I've been trying to figure out how all these things relate, or at least how they relate in a way where they can be drawn out and compared, and at least on a 3D world where people can choose where their needs and their values and their expectations are best met, and they can align themselves with whichever vaporizer suits them. That's what I'm into. So I've been trying to think about the flavor and the hit and the intensity of the hit and how that relates to the clouds. And for me, I want it all. Like I want thick clouds, and I want those clouds I want to feel them. I want to feel them on the inhale, and I want to feel them on the exhale. Like that's part of the experience for me. But I also want to taste them. And I want to taste them on the inhale, and I want to taste them on the exhale. I want all the flavor, and I want all the clouds. I want a Hannah Montana this bitch. It's the best of both worlds, or it's nothing.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I've been chasing that for a long time too. I mean, that's where the whole super bag from the Volcano came from, as we can start at the low temps and cruise through the middle and end at the high and kind of have it all. And I like that a lot, but I'm starting to kind of really spend more time in the low zones. And it reminds me of the benzene show we did, or whatever, the Mercene show we did. Remember that?
Where we got really high for like 334 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that was fucked up, and it was really fun. And what I'm starting to do now is trying to spend a little more time down there, and I've noticed that there's subtle tastes that get buried when I try to do it all at once, that kind of get revealed when I just kind of slowly let it do its thing over 4 or 5 hits instead of try to get in 1 or 2. And it's a different experience. It's a different approach to the high. That little terpy only feeling is different than that big punchy feeling. So not a whole lot different, but a little bit. So yeah, I like combining them and all, but I think most people like when because look, there are people who don't go any higher than 370 degrees, and they never see much for clouds, and they're having a blast. And I would call them flavor savers all day long. And then there's others that grab a taffy bowl and start on level 4 and go to town every single fucking time. And at least on the bowl, they're getting a little bit of a ride up, so they're going to get some good terps in it. But that thing's pretty quickly going to run through them, and then you're at I'm going for clouds, not taste. So those extremes exist, and then there's some vapes that taste better than others, and some that are better at big hits than others. So, I think it's not hard to find a vape that can do them all. And as long as you're willing to treat them differently for what you want, and change your expectations and fuck around with them. But I think the best ones, like you said, kind of ride the middle real well. Like, I think what I like about the Mighty is I think Stores and Bickle, through lab fucking testing, landed on some kind of special sauce of the convection conduction and how convection starts, and you get all those early terps, and then it just turns into more conduction and then still convection, but then beats the hell out of it, and then it extracts pretty quickly, and when it's done, it's fucking done. I think that's a pretty good ride. Now, it's not as flavorful as I would say a full convection run for me, but man, I think it rides that. I think it paves as wide a road down the middle for as many people possible as you can. You know what I'm saying? I should have been watching you the whole time I was talking, man. That's awesome. What was that you hit? Was that the torch?
Yeah, it was the torch.
You gonna fight? I love it,
man. Jerry, I don't want to like digress, but I gotta tell you this. I've been on the Vape bong for like 3 weeks as like my go-to. It's been dominating the reach test. Fucking love that thing. Fucking love that thing. And as I'm gearing up to put out the review, I reached for the Terp Torch and the SSV to compare because I already know that the Terp Torch and the SSV 43 hit harder than the Vape bong. Like it's a harder hit off of less weed. But going back to the Terp Torch on my gelato, on my homegrown gelato that I've been vaping for 3 weeks in the Vape bong, the flavor difference is like a kick in the nuts versus getting jerked off by like a silky like pillow. It's two different worlds. The Vape bong strips so much flavor and pollutes with so much canthal that the flavor difference between a Terp Torch and a Vape bong is wide. It really whoop.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I've been saying it less frankly by myself for a while now. The people on the forums don't agree with me. I don't get the taste off that they do off the herborizer. I go to the herborizer and it's like, oh, that's fucking taste. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Vape bong for everything but the taste, and I adore it for the fucking airflow. And so for that reason alone, it's got a place and actually a pretty big place for me. But no, the taste is not. I mean, I don't think it's bad taste. I just think it mutes the shit out of it. You know, I just kind of, oh, where's the flavor? Where'd it go?
It does. To the point where, like, now going back to, you know, thick, pure convection, tasty rips, it's a night and day difference. It's a huge difference.
Right on, man. Far out. Okay, I'm stoked to hear that because I haven't had anybody say that yet.
I love the Vape bong. I'm loving that thing.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But yeah, it's not a flavor town.
It's not where I go to taste test my weed.
Yeah.
It's where I go to fucking chill out in the living room and have a fun fucking time with my vape and get blitzed. That's what I'd use that for.
Ta-da.
Or to really stoke some people. You know what I mean? Because if people don't vaporize a lot, they're going to think it tastes really good. So everything else about that vape is fucking dope. You know what I mean? So if somebody comes over and they're going to hang out and never vaped, I go, oh, and especially if they've hit a bong before.
Is yours? Let me ask: Is your ball a little like? Does it settle in and lock in and seal perfectly every time, or do you have to like fucking constantly like crinkle it? Like,
no, it's got a feel that I can pretty easily find. I mean, there's sometimes I notice I'm going what, but it's usually after I've hit it several times.
Yeah, I find that mine has enough of I have to be able to adjust it to the point where I don't even feel comfortable. Like if a new person comes over, I almost got to tell them like, hey, you might got to jiggle the ball, you know, like
I just tell them to look at it and line it up so it looks like there's no line. Once that line disappears, you can go.
Oh, not mine. Mine needs to have like the right.
Yeah,
job.
but the line is the marker, the glaze line. Like that's.
I fully understand what the words you describe.
And yours doesn't do it?
Correct.
Oh, fucking A. That's too bad because that makes it easier for me. As I just look at it, man. When it looks right, it's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yours has to look wrong to be right?
No. I mean, mine has multiple tiny jostles that all look right.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Yeah, well, yours isn't a green dong either, so not the jolly green. Anyone know? That's not the.
I mean, it is a big green dong.
Yeah. I mean, but not the Del Monte anyhow. Not Del Monte green. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah, Del Monte green.
But no, I'm with you, man. Because since we're talking about that shit, I mean, that's why I love something like the herborizer. For me, the herborizer, I don't have anything that tastes any better than that unless it's absolutely 100% glass. And then I still have to dial that motherfucker in because glass has its own absorption curve that you have to navigate, and it's not fucking straight and linear either. So, and what I love about it is I can turn it down and crush the flavor. and then I can turn it up and pretty quickly beat it up on the other end. I mean, that thing it's got as many calories as I need to do what I want to do. So I think that when you're looking for flavor, for me, you got to go glass. I mean, look at you with the Terp Torch and the SSB 43. You're talking glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like flavor and clouds are not mutually exclusive. They're not a direct relation, but flavor can be drastically changed by the vapor path and the materials.
Mm-hmm.
So with glass, like you're more true to taste, more tasting those terpenes. The vape bong, like that ceramic or whatever is happening along the way, flavor is affected.
Yep.
Even dry, like even if you vape it dry, no water, like it's there's a different flavor there. Even sticky bricks with the wood and the glass vapor path, that those materials can really affect the flavor. Sometimes they become an undertone. They become a part of the vaporizer signature, which we talked about. We did a whole episode about vaporizer signatures. So the materials at play and the sizes and configurations and vapor path design all have an effect on the taste and the mouth feel of the vapor, which not everybody considers. Like sometimes vapor feels fluffy when you inhale it. Sometimes it feels like orange juice. Sometimes there's different ways that vaporizer or the vapor can feel on your tongue and in your lung.
That fluffy vapor always reminds me of Austin, man. That fluffy vapor. The way when he would flutter the vortex with the one on there, man. Well, listen, you've inspired me, man. If you're going to torch it up, I got to verdonk it up and catch up and get fucked up. So that'll be fun.
I knew you were going to bring out that vape.
What's that?
I knew you were going to bring out that vape.
Well, I knew I was once I saw you had the Terp Torch. I was like, oh, cool. All right. Then I'm going to break out something big. I'll bring my big thing of weed and my big grinder and my big vape. And we're going to go to big fucking town.
You've been wanting that vape for a long time. Like we talked about it a long time ago. Like it's been on both of our want lists, but I think it's higher up on your list than it is on mine.
Yeah, bro. It's it's been on my list for a long time. It's been at the top of my list for a year now. And,
wow. Wow.
Yeah. Actually close to 2 years, 2 years, but I've been working on it for a year, but for 2 years, it's been like, all right. Cause when I built El Nino and the people who had a verdamper or had tried one or had one had said that this is like that. I was like, motherfucker, somebody already did something like this. Must have. And he did it in one fucking vape. So I've been like, yeah, I gotta have this thing. And that's when I had to have it. It was 2 years ago. And so I haven't waited this long on a vape in a long time, bro. I'm excited. And I'm taking my time with it, man. Like it now is on my altar over there. And I hit it every other day or every day, man, and I'm really working my way up with it. Like I don't know how big this bowl's going to be because my fucking batteries went dead on my scale, but I know I'm not packing 3 grams. I'm probably packing between 1 and 1.5 grams in here in the bowl right now. And I know that it can do more. So I got a ways to go on this, man. Like I'm only halfway up Everest with this fucking vape right now, bro. But here's what I'm excited about, Troy, is you need to get one. And here's the reason is in the same way that the vape bong, the airflow on that was a horizon opener. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Same thing with this fucking bowl. When you can put that much fucking weed in there and take big hits off of it, it's enormous, man. It's another frontier, so to speak. And it's what everybody was doing fucking 15, 20 years ago. And in the last 10 years, we've abandoned it and gone for smaller, in my pocket, littler, efficient, all that. And
that's what I told Ryan at RBT. when he brought out the root. Do you remember vaping on the root?
Yeah.
Did you get to try the root?
Beat the fuck out of that thing. It was a blast. I think it was awesome.
Dude. So when I went to his hotel suite, he invited us over, and we vaped on the root privately, and he pulled out the larger bowl, which was 3 grams. It held 3 grams, and holy fuck, with that wide open airflow, that thing.
Nice.
That was the only vape that ever sat me down, man.
That thing was dope, man. That thing was dope. That's a one of a kind, fucking crazy ass, fucking cool as shit vape.
Yeah, wide open, lots of calories, lots of heat, lots of convection. Nice and tasty.
I have the stem he was using.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went out and got one of those fuckers.
Oh, that's right. Isn't the one that you put that on the El Nino to split that one?
It ought to be up here.
Jerry,
it's
you're both wearing black t-shirt and khaki shorts.
Hell yeah, man! I'm gonna have to. Shit, I gotta find it. But no, it's basically a fucking long ass stem, about this long, with an 18 millimeter gong on the end. So the stem's probably like this big around, but it's that dimpled stem. Remember the one that had the dimples all the way around? And that's what he was. Yeah. So yeah. When I saw that, I was like, dude, that's crazy. And he told me, I don't think he told me where he got it or what, but I went in and got one. And after I saw him using it, and that thing, I started to use it on some of the other vapes, like the Zion and shit like that. It was fun. That fucking thing. That fucking thing. The root. Is that what it was? Or the stump? But it was the root. That's awesome.
I think that's what it's called, wasn't it?
I love it.
What is this?
No, I think it was the root. Yeah. So that's this motherfucker. When you get going with it, I mean that's a lot of goddamn big bowl of weed. And then of course we're gonna tamp it. So for clouds, man, if you are chasing clouds, you know what I'm saying? I think you need.
What does that mean?
That means that you want to see some big ass fucking clouds.
Like you want to blow clouds for 5 minutes rather than taking 1 big hit or 2 big hits or 3 big hits, or what? What is that? I'm not understanding.
I think that a cloud chaser is someone who wants to see clouds when they vape.
Okay.
Not splitting hairs about which hits are cloudy or anything like that. They just want to see some fucking clouds.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
Whether that's on the first one or the third one or whatever, but I mean, there's plenty of vapes and plenty of vape reputation of not being strong. And so for me, I liken cloud chasing to be trying to get vapor that looks and feels not like smoke, but has the presence, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys don't want to just be wispy or whatever. They want to see some shit. Because they're used to smoking and thinking. Same thing, man. If you cough, you're really gonna get high. If you get a huge exhale, you're really gonna get high. All those things. Mm-hmm. And so, the guys that are chasing clouds stereotypically might come from bong smoking kind of shit, and that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the cloud based questions that I probably receive are probably from relatively new to vape people, and maybe they've experienced some of the lower quality vapes that take 5 minutes to produce its first cloud, where you put your weed in and it takes forever to fucking heat up. Even though it said it was ready after 30 seconds, even though it wasn't. So many cheap vapes, Jerry, that taint the vape reputation.
Damn right.
It's terrible. It's so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
That's why I spent so much time on FC back in the day, man. I was like tired of people telling me vapes suck. I'm like, these vapes are great. We got to talk about them. We got to get the good ones out there. So.
Yeah, so I think people come at us with like, hey, I want a vape that blows some clouds, because they tried the fucking insert shitty vape here that I probably shouldn't mention because I don't want us to get sued or to get us a takedown notice or whatever. But it's a valid question from that standpoint. For me, I would say best thing to look for is like a hybrid. Find a hybrid convection conduction basic vape. It's guaranteed. It's going to heat the bowl and it's going to heat the air. Something like the Planet Vapes 1 or the Fury Edge. Easy cloud. You pack a bowl, easy heat up. If you're more serious, crafty, mighty. What are the other hybrid vapes? Jerry, is there more hybrid vapes?
Most of them are. I think all the arisers are. Not as powerful, but they are hybrids. Some of the you probably nailed them all, man. I'd say some arisers, but otherwise, yeah, that was good.
The Boundless CFX and CF.
I called them hybrids at first. I retract that. I think they're heavy duty conduction now.
I think if you're gonna call arisers hybrids, you got to call the Boundless because they have like that spiral in there that's at least looks like a convection heater, whereas the ariser is just a bunch of fucking plates and shit that who knows what the fuck it was originally purposed for.
You know why I classify them the way I do, right? I've told you that. So
yeah, because you've taken some
about,
and you defined the definition for both that meet your criteria. Yeah, you've told me.
It's all about the chart they do. I just look at the temperature chart, and that's all there is to it. If it charts this way, it's one of those. If it charts this way, it's one of those. I mean, it makes it real easy. I don't have to fucking prove shit. You know what I mean? It's that's what it does. You know what I mean? So that's why I do it. Is the arisers chart like hybrids, and the CF and CFX they don't.
Yep, we've talked about your numbers.
We're gonna talk about them again. God damn it! We're gonna talk about them again. I'm verdamping over here.
I don't want to talk about your numbers, Jerry. I can hear your verdamper. How come you're so far away though? Like, do you don't have a camera over there?
No. I moved that camera over here because I had all those bricks and I thought we were going to show it with that camera, but we didn't. So I moved the camera here and didn't use it. Oh, fuck.
Did I tell you that bong reminds me of the really old toilets in the newspaper that I used to work at?
I think you did.
Okay. Because it just reminded me of that again. It's hilarious.
Oh, fuck.
I love that. Are you lightheaded? Are you turning into an octopus?
Right now I've got the dab chest, man.
The dab chest.
That thing hits. If you back to back rip that thing 2 or 3 times, bro, it's like
nice. Yeah, the SSB43 is the hardest dab chest I've experienced so far. So I need to hit that and the Glass Symphony to compare yet. I need him in my life.
We need to fly you out here, man. That'd be fun to just line all these up. The Symphony and the Verdanker.
No, I just need to get him to my collection. I need him.
Yeah, have you got a Symphony yet? That's the hard one. Is that
not yet?
Because that's a builder.
There's new builds happening though, so I'm looking forward to.
I saw one. Was it Jimmy that has Symphony. One? Looks really cool.
Yeah.
That real shorty one. What did he call it? He had a funny look, like a little simp or little phony or.
Yeah, I forget what it was called.
That thing was cool as shit. Like you could actually put that on your desk. The Symphony, you can't really do that. It's too goddamn big.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. Yeah, I'm sure there's a point of diminishing returns, like a point of diminishing capabilities when it comes to heat and balls, and going beyond the size, because there's only so much air that you can pull through. And at some point, like the Vat Bong kind of sets like that, like, it's like wide open and it can still get thick and shit. But like I want to play with the ball equation and find the max, find the min, fill in the gaps, and create the ultimate vaporizer. The ultimate vaporizer. Speaking of the SSV43, I had asked Pranav about it because remember I when I retired my SSV 43 for a while, I had to separate myself from it, Jerry. Like I took it with me to our trip in Wisconsin, and then I fucking left it there. Like Pranav, you gotta take this. you gotta take this vape away from me, man.
We appreciated it, man. It was a good time.
Yeah. So let me ask Pranav about the SSV 43. Did your time with the SSV 43 have any impact on your tolerance or on your philosophy towards cannabis and cannabis use?
Whew. Yes, it did, and I enjoyed every minute of using the SSV 43. It packs a massive punch, and I did notice that my tolerance had gone way up, and yeah, I feel like taking a break away from it was the right decision for me because I couldn't justify the consumption that it got to, right? At one point, like I was consuming a lot with the SSV because like one bowl, boom, gone. And the first time I hit it, oh wow, that's an amazing high, and it was enough for me. But
I remember that night.
every
That was
I was like, you remember that the first time I tried it, I was a ghost. But then like a few weeks into it, like I was doing 2, 3, 4 bowls, and
Yep.
it's nice, it's awesome, but I didn't feel like I needed to consume that much cannabis. Like it just because like I had it on my desk and it was on, I was finding myself hitting the SSV just because it's there and it's available and it's on. Oh, I might as well hit it. Whereas I don't know, I kind of lost a purpose, if that makes sense.
It's a little different than microdosing with a Dynavap, that's for sure.
But yeah, I'd go back to it for sure. I think like the SSV can be like my vacation vape, you know? Like, yeah.
It was fucking hilarious, man. I lost purpose.
Do you remember how high he got that first night we pulled the SSV 43 out?
That's what started laughing me the first time, man. Yeah, dude, he was gone. He was in the living room by himself, like talking, I think, for a while. And then you talked to him for ages, right?
Yeah, he turned into a ghost. And a lot of people did on that trip, like on their first SSV 40. Fun Donna, she exploded with energy upon hitting. Like she like
surprise.
Like instead of coughing, like she cackled, like you know, like what?
She's fun, man. She's a blast, dude. That was hilarious, dude. He got hammered, and then I love how he just politely. He's so polite. He's like, I just felt like I didn't need to consume that much cannabis. I started laughing my ass off. Of course not, man. It's a huge ass bowl coming at you hard and fast. I love it, man. Especially from a Dynavap user, man. That was fucking great. That was a good time, man. Yeah.
I've lost entire days to the SSV 43. Like I remember before it was like my daytime vape. I did an Instagram wake and bake on Friday. Like I live streamed at like 9 a.m. or whatever. And like people joined. I'm like, you guys picked the vape today. Like, what vape should I hit? Should it be the Mighty? You know, and
nice.
Everyone was like, SSV 43. You know, everyone was wanting the SSV 43. So I fucking pulled it out and
give them what they want.
Bake on that thing, and I basically just the whole day just was a blur.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
How many SSV 43 would. Well, now I've stepped away again. I've retired it, stepped down to the Terp Torch, trying to keep it real.
How much of a step down is it to the Torch?
Just a little, man. Just a little. Like I wouldn't if you have the Terp Torch, I wouldn't say the SSV 43 is in need. Like I actually recommend the Terp Torch over the SSV 43 just out of safety. because the SSV43 has dumped its balls on me. Like the screen has fallen out, and even though it's shaped with that ceramic cone, you know, around it, when the balls fall out of the top, they don't all fall into that barrel. I got about 20 hot balls on my lap, and those fucking hot balls, hot rubies, like actually I think they were Boro. Yeah, they were Boro at the time. They melted into my shorts. Like they melted through my shorts, Jerry.
Holy shit, man.
Like I was wearing like gym shorts, you know,
Yeah.
and luckily they were actually high end shorts that had 2 layers with like a layer of real fabric underneath. But
yeah, you got the protector under there. Very good.
Yeah, so it melted through both two layers of that jersey material and embedded itself in the under layer of my shorts. Like every single ball that landed on my shorts was embedded in my shorts. Like I had to pick each one of them out.
Did you get burns?
I didn't get any burns.
You feel them? Were they hot? Did you tell they were down there?
Well, no. As soon as the balls they hit my desk and they rolled on my lap, as soon as it happened, I stood up. Like I pushed back and I fucked this shit right out of there. But the ones that landed on my legs, like they embedded in my shorts. My first immediate concern were the balls in the carpet. Like, were they gonna melt into the carpet? Were they gonna set the carpet on fire? Yeah. Because I once dropped a hot quartz banger. I bonked it off my bong after heating it up, and it landed on the carpet, and the carpet immediately fucking caught on fire. Like just like right there, just fucking like where it was in contact, just started burning. So I was scared that these balls were gonna like catch little fires in my carpet, you know. They didn't, and as soon as I picked them up, they were cool enough to handle with a little bit of hot potato. You know, they weren't like burning through my skin anymore. But when they came out of the fucking vape, they were hot enough to melt into my shorts immediately.
Fuck.
That's dangerous. So the Terp Torch for me is a much safer. Like I would have to really fuck around with this thing to make balls come out of it. And also, the owner of 7th Floor doesn't recommend adding balls to his vapes because people have ruined their vapes by adding balls to it. So I apologize for if anybody.
I'm one of them. I've got a couple of broken heater covers, I think. So yeah, I'm not good at adding them myself. I love it when they work. One of them worked for a while. I was having a good time with it, and then I don't know what happened, but anyhow, you got for that going. Yeah, that's what I like about the Terp Torch is that it bridges that gap, and I think it does it safely in terms of your balls. I mean, a titanium cover held in by that screen with that serious fucking clip. It's once they're in, you know what I mean? Like that fucker's good. Mm-hmm. So as long as you're not fucking with it. So I do like that vape, man. I'm not sure how we doing on stock, man. They still rolling with those, or they sell out right away again and don't have them back yet? That's a question for you when you come back.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't follow inventory.
Yeah.
Of things.
I wonder if you can get him on his site.
Lately, apparently I need to because everyone's like, where can I get a Mighty? It's like, what? Really?
A what?
Planet of the Vapes have Mighties in stock?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Planet of the Vapes. I don't know. I think Puff It Up is sold out of a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, well, that seems to be by design, apparently. I mean, it's been pretty sale low prices over there.
Yeah. Save big money at Menards.
Menards. That's
do you have Menards in Florida?
No, I'd never heard of it until either the last show or the one before when you brought it up, man. But I remember it because you were
Okay.
going at it with stories and songs. Remember, like I'm loving. I can't wait to see one now.
Can't wait to see Menards.
They're a Midwest store. Yeah.
Apparently, it's a Midwest thing. We don't have them in California that I know of. We had them in Illinois and Wisconsin. Where do you guys have Menards? Yeah, yay or nay on Menards?
This sounds like the kind of clothing chain that Dale Griffith would have a charge card for. That's all I can say. If you get that reference, chime in.
Sorry, what was your question? The reference?
I said Menards sounds like the kind of chain that Dale Griffith would have a charge card at. See if you can get that one.
The M and the E signs burnt out in mine, and it said Nards.
That's funny.
Nards.
Yeah. Oh man, did we hit everything in the topic we want to talk about? I got verdanked. I got verdamped.
Verdangled.
Verdangled, man. Verdangled.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think if you're looking for clouds, I think we talked about a whole bunch of vapes, and as you navigate them, you'll find that some are more flavorful than others, but flavor profiles are a thing, and vape signatures are a thing, and a lot of things that are taste related are also subjective. So
definitely on the taste, for sure. That's why I don't ever draw the line with taste, because everybody's different with it. You know what I mean? So, what's the difference between herborizer and verdamper in terms of vape signature? Fucking at this point, size. Yeah, I meant Dell. Did I say Dale? You're on it, Emily. At this point, it seems to me that it's an herborizer times 6, but I haven't even built up yet, man. Like I probably only halfway to where I can go with it on the bowl and all that. So, is it Dale or Dell? Yeah, man, that's the one though. You remember that? They're sitting there in front of the hotel somewhere trying to figure out where they can go with their credit cards, and Dell goes, well, I've got this card, and it's some charge card. I forget the name of it, but it goes, it's a pretty popular chain of men's clothing stores in the Midwest or something like that. And then he goes, unfortunately, it does no good here, and that's all I remember. But that was what that was from. So yeah, John Candy right there.
John Candy. I've seen that movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
It's one of my favorites, dude. I've watched that 1,000 fucking times, man.
I probably haven't seen it since I was like 10 years old, man.
You got to break that shit out.
I always liked Uncle Buck. That was my favorite John Candy movie. Do you think that movie withstands this whatever of time? What's that?
That one? Fuck yeah. I probably watched that last year. We
Really?
watched that regularly, man. That's a good movie, man. Uncle Buck's awesome, man. Fucking hatchet in the trunk and coming after fucking Bug. How's Bug doing?
Bug. Holy shit. I remember that kid.
Hell yeah, man. Should do a John Candy show. That's fucking
made that big pancake.
Yes, that monster pancake, man. Happy birthday.
I want pancakes, Jerry.
Yeah, you can get them. Go get you some pancakes. Huh?
Here's the thing with pancakes. I find that the pancake mix that requires you add both egg and oil to taste significantly better and to make better pancakes than the mixes where you only add water.
Mm-hmm.
However, all of the mixes on the shelves nowadays are just add water, and all of the mixes that were add egg and oil have gone away. Jeez, sorry about that. But they're not. I don't see them anymore. They're all the just add water shit. It makes me sad. I prefer the other one.
I hear you, man. But you know, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it.
Crepes over pancakes. I love crepes, but pancakes are like.
arm pillow.
I grew up around the Midwest, so like, what's the big lumberjack? Not
Huh? Oh, Ben.
yeah,
Are you talking about the really big fucker?
yeah, the one with the big blue ox.
Yeah, is it? Fuck, I don't remember.
We used to go to Wisconsin Dells, and there was that what's his nuts famous pancakes place up there.
That's
Paul
famous.
Bunyan. Thanks, Herb Cultivator.
Man, Paul Bunyan's.
Paul Bunyan.
So is Paul
What did you
Bunyan
say,
fucking
Abe?
restaurant?
What Ben?
Ben, that was
Ben
all
was
over
close.
the
Like
map,
Ben, it sounds right.
right? Yeah, it goes well with the Verdamper, man.
Yeah, there was like the Paul Bunyan pancake place in Wisconsin Dells, and yeah, but pancakes were the shit, and pancakes are still the shit.
Fuck yeah.
There's a slamming pancake hut place here called Stacks, and they have all these gourmet pancakes and shit. But the best pancakes in town come from the Mexican restaurant. Can you believe that?
What the fuck, really?
Hey,
That's great. Is it just straight up pancakes, or can you put chocolate chips in them, or is it just straight up pancakes?
with the ones from the Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
I've never asked for chocolate chips or anything. We've only just ordered the regular pancakes, but that's a
So
good
the-
question. I don't
so
think they have
the-
chocolate chips there.
What do you like about them, man? They're thick and fluffy, or what?
Yeah, they're thick and fluffy, and they have the right texture without being just too cakey. Like they have like enough bite while still being fluffy and buttery and having a really nice flavor, airy and cooked perfectly. I think they use a good butter as well. Butter is important, having a good butter.
And then just maple syrup.
I don't know if their syrup is maple or some other fucking generic butter syrup, but
Syrup. But they're not
like
putting
maple
fruit
syrup.
on it. You're not getting fruit toppings. It's just syrup.
No.
You're not whipped cream in that shit.
Fuck, we're really going deep on the pancake discussion. That's,
Right? You gonna get them? You gonna make them? You gonna eat 'em?
I don't know. You ever do bacon pancakes?
Not in a long time.
Okay.
I mean, I never did them together. I have bacon with almost every pancake I ate back in the day.
Okay. So you've never done bacon pancakes?
No, is that where you put them in it and cook them in it?
Yeah. Well, you cook the bacon first. You have to pre-cook the bacon first.
Of course, yeah. Then you just put it on the pancakes. Absolutely, it doesn't cook that quickly on there, right?
My wife.
Imagine that would be so awful if you didn't.
Oh, yeah. God. Jesus Christ. Why?
Fucking raw bacon pancakes. That's gross. I'm fucking high, man. Oh shit.
High enough to make
Go
some pancakes.
Go find something to eat. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen the video where Mac Lethal raps while making pancakes?
Definitely not. Sounds good.
Fuck, Jerry, come on. That's like one of the best classic. It's such a good video.
What's the guy's name?
Mac Lethal.
Lethal.
Mac Lethal.
All right, cool.
I mean, I would play it right now, but it'll get us kicked off of YouTube because it's another YouTube video.
Yeah,
But I'll send it to you right after, or I can end the stream right now and play it for you. That's what we can do.
Wait a minute, bye guys.
Sorry, guys. It's really important that I show Jerry this Mac Lethal video. It is though. It is a good video, and it is about time to end the stream. We've been going for like 2 hours and 45 minutes. We've been going a long time. Right?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we have, man. Sorry, carrots. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, sorry, carrots. Jesus. All right. making
Good time though, man. I had a blast tonight, man. Thanks a lot. And you guys in the chat were fucking awesome. Plenty of dabs and fucking bricks and then verdamps and fucking torches.
We got caught up on the dabs, and we shout out all the sponsors, right? We did it all.
Yeah, we did talk about it, man. Yeah, we talked about them. We love them, and I wouldn't. Do you want to do another dab? How many likes we got? We didn't do any for the likes. How many likes we got?
143. And there's 185 people watching.
All right. Do you want to just hurry up and get to a 50 and 150 and then do a dab, and then we'll go watch our video together?
Oh wait, there's one more video for the people I got one more clip for the people that hung out.
Oh, let's do Pranav, man. Let's get some more.
This is a special one too, because George from Dynavap, he doesn't consume with people frequently. Like, he's not like me where I just like fucking, hey, let's fucking dab and eat all the weed. Blah, 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 blah. You know, he's not like that at all. Like, he does vape, but he's selective with the company, and I feel cherished to have.
Can you show it
with George a few times now?
Can you show it?
I got this rare clip.
But then also get some.
Make sure you get this shot,
man.
George getting high.
That's great. That's great.
George, you look high.
On camera, man. He's up there. Dude, you sold that shit so well. I got worried. That was awesome. You fucking had me.
I thought about playing the joke a different way. I thought about playing it off of like George's ass, but I didn't think that'd be appropriate. So
no, it was perfect. You got me for good, man. I was scared.
Shit.
I was like, don't show something we're not supposed to show, man. Oh fuck. I got no control here. I'm like riding shotgun, man. We're just like fucking going deep into the cliff, man. Shit. You did good, man. Thanks. That's good. That's funny.
And we got to 159, so we overachieved it a little bit.
Load them up, dab them up.
Roll them up.
And you can search for that video too anytime you want.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. Hopefully, it's I don't know what I was saying in that sentence, but I forgot it now anyway. So
certainly we need another dab.
Pancakes.
I'm not gonna eat, man. It's midnight here. This is my crawl into bed and feel good dab.
After you watch Mac Lethal making pancakes, and
oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go and skip the bed. And
I mean, he's no Charlie Tuna, Jerry.
No.
Mac Lethal can bust some rhymes and squirt some lines.
That's awesome.
I find this shit here.
All right, guys in the chat, load them up. Who's dabbing with us? We're signing off with dabs.
Signing off with the dabs.
That's right, Alex. We're out after this.
We're gonna play some Call of Duty tonight and some golf tonight, and I'm probably gonna work on some fucking puzzle tonight. I've been doing this puzzle with your friends thing. Holy shit, it's so relaxing to put puzzles together virtually with your friends.
You'll have to show me that later, because I like doing puzzles with my wife.
Jerry. Oh, okay. It's on Steam and it's free. But every time I bring you into games, you remind me that you're not a gamer, and I need to stop inviting you to games.
So why keep doing it?
Because you told me to, motherfucker. Dab it up. Roll it in. Whoops. Turn it off. Rio. Ooh, that's hot. Holy shit.
Why? Whoa, motherfucker. That fucker's got it going on over there, man. He overshot. Man, you went way past the landing strip on that one. Oof. Yeah, that was a good one, man. That's like that'll be like a 4 Q-tipper there, man. How do you feel? Way up. Yeah, I want to hear that shit. You can unmute. Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Woo! Oh, damn, Jerry. That one was hot. That one was hot.
That one did it, huh?
I mean, not hot enough to like scorch off, but woo.
That's how you do it, man. That'll get you ready for the video, man.
Yep. Ready for the video.
Hey, just wanted to say again, congratulations to Jay Garnica for winning that volcano, man. We'll reach out to you. And it looks like we might have more in the future for stuff to sling out there. So stay tuned, man. I'm kind of excited. We might have some things in the works. But other than that, man, thanks for hanging in with us, man. It's been an awesome time. And we'll catch you next week, man, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Peace out. Thanks for watching.
You guys are dope.